Hello, Andy. How's it going?
Doing?
Hello.
How you doing? I thought I'd come in and talk to you rather than if I didn't want to do loads of typing. I'm probably not going to stay around too long. It's late for me. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello anyway.
All
How's,
right. All good. It is faster to talk rather than type, but it doesn't bother
yes,
me either way.
yeah. How's things going anyway? How's work and everything?
I haven't been working for a while. I'm currently on a vacation. I'm in a weird kind of mood lately. I don't know how to describe it. I
Okay.
just got done with like the that phase of prepper like survival status.
I saw that. Yeah, I guess that's what you're going through, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a tendency to have phases of like intense focus
Huh?
and like almost obsession.
Yeah.
And then when those phases die, I have
Uh-huh.
like no interest in anything, like nothing. And
Right.
like nothing excites me. It
Right. Yeah.
just kind of sucks until I find something new.
Yeah, and then it'll be another obsession for a while. I know what you mean. I suppose I'm a little bit like that, perhaps. No.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not incredibly rare, but it's not very common either. Most people stick to certain things, and
Yeah,
there's enjoyment in those things always. It just doesn't work like that for me.
yeah. So maybe you're looking for something new all the time, right? Rather than
Well, it's
phasing out.
because, well, I don't know all of the reasons, but like things just don't hold excitement for me. They kind of burn out relatively quickly. Hello,
Yeah.
Mal.
I'm
Uh,
out.
have-
It's, I was thinking from what you just said, that's why I jumped in, was
mhm.
that
Yeah.
you get really intense, you get really into something and you're going on and blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, fuck it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that
think I'd shoot myself.
kinda. It's like,
Because I don't find getting into something that easy, which is why my educational level is somewhat limited. You know?
mhm. Well, it's true, and it's not really. I wouldn't defend it as logical. It's just how I am.
Of
Like
course it is.
I don't choose it. It just like
Yeah.
things don't keep interest for me. Like I'll be extremely interested for a period of time, and then it's gone completely. Like it's like burned out. It's almost like a video game,
I
or
know
like
You say you
my
say that
best
though,
friend at
Tom.
uni was like that.
You say that though, Tom. So there's a bit of a contradiction here. You do this every week, and you've been doing it for years.
well, that's true, but this isn't really a thing. I mean, like honestly, I'm having like a discussion about almost anything. Sky's the
Yeah.
limit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not niched into a corner here. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah.
All I'm really is like expressing myself, which regardless of what phase I'm in, I can do that. I'll just
So
be
do
like annoyingly like if I'm in one of my phases, I'll be annoyingly hyper focused on one thing. And you're like, dude, quit talking about fucking shooting and shit.
Can I just give me a minute to describe when I was at university, my best mate who was doing the same course as me, but a level above, yeah, he was ended up as a senior lecturer in mathematics and stuff. But it sounds like he would do things like we would go through the television programs, okay? And on a Friday night, we drank beer and we watched what we would call the clangers. I don't know, it's a little cartoon thing. And then we would watch American, yeah, we watch American wrestling, okay? And we'd sit there and get drunk, okay?
Yeah.
But he would do things like he came across this woman one day and she was teaching Russian. So he went, oh, she's gorgeous. She was a lovely looking girl to be there. And all dressed up in the furs, like you would expect a Russian woman to be. Gorgeous, dressed in furs, speaking Russian and teaching it. And he got into that and he ended up emailing, texting, learning the language, because he was a bit like that anyway. Right? Then there was one where he was going through and he found Hollywood movies. No, sorry, Bollywood movies. You know, like Indian movies.
Yeah.
And he wanted to learn the language and learn the films and learn about the actors, where they came from, and blah blah blah. And this would go on for weeks, and I got on my tits because I hated Bollywood movies. Oh shit! Right? And then all of a sudden, he'd be scrolling through TV programs, just flick, you know, as you do, doom scrolling. And he'd come across a Bollywood movie and he'd just go past it like it wasn't there.
What
Not
the
interested.
hell?
Not interested anymore. Is it like that at all?
That's very much like me.
Yeah.
And it changes. Like sometimes it's measurable, like it'll be like 2 to 3 months or something for certain things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then some things will last up to like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months. And I can't tell you why certain things, maybe it's because there's more depth of knowledge and shit in that topic that I can dig into. I don't know. But
you used to have pen pals and things like this, you know, and just go, and it's gone.
Yep. For me, it's usually not instantaneous gone. It's like hyper, like love it, obsessed, and then it'll gradually decrease. It's close. It's close to that. It's like a
similar.
It's a buildup, and then it looks from an outsider's perspective, it may look like a boom gone, but it's like it's a gradual decrease and then a cliff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because I just thought he was nuts.
Well, I am nuts, and to be fair, I do believe there's
in a good way, you know.
Well, I don't look at mental illness as good or bad. I just
I don't see it as a mental illness. It was just like in a fun sort of way, you know.
Right. Well, I kind of I don't know if I'm right, but I'm pursuing it in a mental illness context because I do believe there's something there. I think that there's it's either hardware or just nurture happening, but I do believe it has something to do with psychology in general. Like it obviously has to do with psychology.
Of course, yes.
I think that it has something to do with like a maladaptive behavior.
I suppose it works on the opposite realm as well. Looking at extremes, you know, people who just can't get into anything.
Yes,
you know?
that is true. Well,
it's too random to jump from here, jump from there, jump from there, and they just can't get into anything. You know?
Right. Well, sometimes it has to do with, and I can sort of relate to this depending on my mood. Sometimes it's about meaning. And that's very vague, but it's also very important for human beings in general. If you don't have something that drives you at the time, not even like an overall, but like in that moment, you just kind of die. You just kind of, you have no energy, you have no interest, nothing matters, and you kind of think to yourself, what's the point?
Now, that's one of the things that I suffer from. It's very difficult for me to get into anything. Very, very difficult. I can't. I just cannot do it. Never have been able to. But once I do, if I decide that that's the thing that I'm going to do, it's not like an obsession that I have to go and do it. It's no, because I have to do this because this will change the way I live.
That makes sense.
You might understand it better than I do. I can't. No, I did mathematics because it changed the way I lived, not because I wanted to do mathematics. No? Fuck mathematics. Who gives a shit? It's just very strange. I can't even describe it. Anyway, yeah.
It makes sense, and that's how I am when, like, what you were
I gotta say, Bob, just as a little interruption to you, beg my pardon, but if it makes sense, I can know you're weird.
It's very true. Very true. I've always considered it a positive, though. I've never looked at the term weird as anything but a positive, even if people mean it in a negative sense, because to me, there's something implicit in the statement if you mean it in a negative way. And that is that being or following the herd, the norm, is in some way, shape, or form positive, which to me is not the case.
No. It's like nerds. People, pick on nerds.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with nerds? Nerds are going to run the world. Shut the fuck
up. They're exceptional, at least in one particular way, and that's how I've always viewed it. And
they're gonna change the world, whether you like it or not. So shut the fuck up.
Yes, and they always have that, like throughout history.
Absolutely.
It's just a strange tribalism, and like a people are, at least some types of people, or maybe it's a spectrum, really. Everything is, and it's like a fear of difference, because you think that things that are, well, there's already an innate fear in anything you don't understand, and things that are different you don't understand, so you're repelled by it.
It's natural.
Yeah, I'm weird in that, like, in a good way, in that, like, those things don't repel me, they attract me, because it makes me think, why is that person, why do they think this way? Why do they resist the temptation to be like everyone else in that particular whatever it is? And like, what is it? Why? Because those rarities are where all of the special shit in the world exists. Like everything. Like, it can be something stupid, or like you can be like closed-minded and see something that's like, that's fucking weird, and like you shut your brain off. And that could be like one of the most important avenues you can follow in your life. Yeah, you never know what you're going to learn.
It being weird and us shutting our brain off to it seems to be just about the most common thing going.
It is, and I think it's because the unknown is scary.
When we had nerds at school, everybody beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the fuckers that are going to change the world, and we're beating them up. The fuck's the matter with us?
I was sort of like, I've been in many different camps, I guess. Like, I'm strange in that, like, I was like the outcast goth type, but I was also the preppy popular dude. And I was also earlier than that, more of the nerd type that was kind of picked on. And then I changed and like flipped all of a sudden. I guess I realized how the social mechanics worked. And I decided I won't allow that anymore. And you do have a lot of power over that. And quite simply, the easiest thing you can do is the next time, because everything in public and school becomes known quickly, because it's like a small little world, is the moment that happens, you make an example out of the person trying to bully you. And that's what I did.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it wasn't just like punch him back. It's like go psycho status.
Yeah.
And then no one will ever fuck with you ever again.
No.
And it in some ways it might sound immoral, but I personally find it really hard to sympathize with a bully. I don't really, I don't feel bad about hurting them.
Well, what can a bully achieve? That's positive. If you get knocked down 5 times and you get up 5 times, not only does the bully stop, but everybody else takes notice as well. Even if the bully beats the fuck out of you, doesn't matter. It won't happen again.
That's true. But even if go ahead.
I went to JT's chat where he was the alpha dog, and about a few months ago I mentioned this, and he took it the wrong way. But I went in there and I specifically went to alpha him, and so I went in there and every time I saw him, I started with JT sucks. But I did it so often that I got his whole crew in on the joke of it type thing. So I'd gone in there and I'd become the temporary alpha in his situation, and I'd actively done it, and I'd done it abruptly. I did it within a week. And I tried to explain this to him. I did it on your chat like a few months ago, and he was here, and I was going, man, JT, you must have known what I was doing. I went in there and I was fucking around, and I specifically aimed at you, the alpha person in the chat, and I specifically big dogged you, and I fucking had your crew laughing with me about it, basically. So I alphaed you, and I did it for fun, and I left. I didn't do it for fucking to take over his glory or anything, but it was. I did it just.
I would be curious
to show him
how he handled that.
Yeah,
I didn't take it well. That's why we're not on the best of terms anymore.
So maybe
definitely what happened, man.
Okay, then maybe he views the hierarchy as more important than someone like me. I could care less, but like maybe he views his status.
But I believed he did believe that it was important, so that's why I went for him in that fashion. You know what I mean? But I you know me, I think better than that. It's shits and giggles, really, for me.
Right.
And yeah, man, the thing with JT after is I found out that apparently he's got 50 Christian videos on his channel. So I'd really love to probe deeper into him about that, but I haven't had the opportunity. Well,
we exactly. Used to, like back in the day, I used to go in hard on him debating and stuff, but then he started coming at me from a different angle, and like I would like just look at him outside of the religious thing, and I've never had really much of a problem with him since. We still have disagreements, but kind of like home, like we can disagree and still be like amiable.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that with Homo Roberts. He was on about eugenics the other day, which is in favor of. Don't.
I didn't know that.
Funny.
Sorry for bringing that up today.
So I think that eugenics, and you may hate this, and maybe like I'm not trying to take anyone's side.
I'm gonna have to do that video, Mal.
I think there's some legitimacy to eugenics, and I know that.
You're having a laugh, Trubs. As far as I'm concerned, you're having a laugh. So you will now explain why you think eugenics.
Well, so hold on. So
okay, I am going to laugh again.
As with anything, we have to get into definition.
This is unexpected.
So how exactly?
Probe, sorry.
I know, and I know everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And so how exactly do you define eugenics?
Well, we can bring it up. You can do a standard AI Google definition for my definition
No,
of that.
I haven't Googled it. I would say improving the stock.
Hey?
Okay, so eugenics, it's funny, it actually includes in the definition. Eugenics is a discredited and immoral
doesn't it?
social and political philosophy and
I did it
pseudoscience
yesterday.
that advocates the use of selective breeding to, quote, improve the genetic composition of human populations.
Oh, there you
So,
Go down to why it says it discredits.
Yes,
okay,
to be fair,
it does say
eugenics in humans, to be specific.
So, okay.
Rather than, improving the stock in cattle or something.
So it says after World War II, the movement lost credibility due to its association with Nazi atrocities. So that does not discredit things in terms of, is it true?
No.
That's an emotional appeal.
You're comparing it to selective breeding, brother. Whereas eugenics is a type of selective breeding which is lacking segments. And if you go down to the discreditation part, it will point out those segments, which I forget offhand.
So it could be that I'm talking about something different when I'm making my argument. But so I'm not talking about saying it is okay to do a certain thing. When I say that I believe that eugenics has some legitimacy, I'm saying that the actual act of choosing which genes get passed on and which don't does change the end result. The person in question. That's
selective breeding.
So what's the difference? Like what?
Yeah,
why would you
go
not
down to what discredits eugenics in your AI definition? Right.
Hold on, I got to pull it up again.
Yeah. Ask them what the Nazi said.
And it does go the racism.
Yeah, of course it
like
does.
Tangent of it.
You got phrenology.
Can't tell you in a way that you'll be specifically.
Well, there's only a very brief, it's not a long thing like you're describing. Like the end of it is the legacy of eugenic abuses continues to influence discussions on modern medical genetic technologies, raising ongoing ethical considerations about their use and potential for new forms of discrimination. And so look, this is where I agree that yes, there's a lot of potential for discrimination and all that, but that is not a truth claim. That is about
eugenics side of the selective breeding, though.
Eugenics is precisely that.
Yeah, so it has
it's got things in it like phrenology, the shape of your head means you're inferior to somebody else. So we will try and breed people with a particular attribute to improve that group of people. Yeah, of course, that's eugenics to me.
So in order to be eugenics, you have to be pro, like, controlling who breeds and who doesn't?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm misunderstanding. So all I'm looking at it is like, it seemed to me like
I get what you mean. If we can if we can use eugenics to perhaps eliminate certain malformations like polio.
Yes, like but also I wasn't looking at it in terms of right or wrong. Like I try to look at things first before I make any conclusions. I look at it in terms of like, what is it? And like in terms of like, yes, you can. You could say it's immoral or something, but you could refrain. Like, in fact, in some ways, we all do it just by choosing who we partner with. Like we're cutting off certain sources of genes, and we're restricting what genes get passed on. And it's sort of like nature. It's sort of like the norm. So at what point does it become wrong?
I think the what it's used for is the problem, rather than what it actually is.
So I agree with that, but I have to look at it outside of that umbrella of like the evil people that you're describing. And yes, they exist. I'm aware of it. But it's not only that. It's a tool.
Like I disagree. I think they always exist. I think the only reason for eugenics to exist is for
For racism.
elitism. For I'm better than these, or this
Yeah.
one is better than that
Prejudice.
one. Unless you're doing it from like farming with cattle or sheep or something. You know, I'm talking about on the human side.
Mhm.
I don't think there is a positive. I think it's like
When
we
it
can
comes-
get rid of polio, we can get rid of measles, and we can do that anyway
Mhm.
without changing people's whole the way they are. No, that the Germans did that with the Jews.
That's true. So I guess again, it's going back into the two different things. So once I can agree with your definition of eugenics. I guess it's not required that I agree because that's literally the definition. So I agree with you when it comes to eugenics as it's defined.
Okay.
So backing away from that because I already agree, looking into the broader concept of just selective, like breeding, I guess in general. Do you find that as appalling?
Yes.
Or so it doesn't have to be eugenics, just
Eugenics is awful. Somebody is making that decision that somebody else.
He asked, was
does not fit
breeding
exactly. That I'm trying to separate the two. I'm trying to get like that's why I started with I agree with you when it comes to eugenics. Let's back away and look at the more broad picture here. Let's look at like
selective breeding. I believe is fine. We need that. It helps fit with things like variety and stuff like that in the gene pool. There are many benefits. The eugenics, to me, I'm still not fully.
Eugenics is not the eradication of disease.
It does tend to be the prejudiced versions only of the selective breeding. And Mao, can you explain why Trobes and I are led to believe that more than anything?
Well, there's still one thing that I'm still confused about, and that is when I look into eugenics, it is worded as this is considered pseudoscience. This is discredited, and that is truth claims. That's not anything opinionated. That's saying that this is wrong, or at least most likely wrong. What is that based on? Like, because when we disagree, or at least when I hear these arguments against it, which I agree with, by the way, they're moral disagreements. They're not factual. They're not truth.
I agree.
Disagreements.
I can't give you
So what's wrong with the moral argument?
Say that again.
What's wrong with the moral argument?
No. It's that there is no facts when it comes to moral arguments. So you can't say that this is pseudoscience when it's a moral argument against it.
Oh, I can't agree with that.
But that's my problem.
They're saying that it's pseudoscience.
If I have a moral argument, I can be completely wrong here. Don't fear shooting me down. I'm happy, right? But as a moral argument that benefits the group in general, why do I need facts to show that works?
Well,
it works.
Because a moral argument can't be called pseudoscience on Google.
So we're looking at it from two perspectives. So I completely agree with you, Mal. I want to get that out of the way right now. So, but I'm looking at it from the truth perspective, which is the objective level. I'm looking at it from when they call it pseudoscience. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. Yeah. It's literally in the AI. It's like, it's strange how they word it. Like, it's like a matter of fact that this is wrong. That is no longer a moral argument. That's like a moral argument is an opinion.
Yes.
This is being labeled as this is factually debunked, yet there's no evidence that I've been presented with that it's factually debunked. And that's important to me because it means that someone is trying to mislead me or like at least not providing the evidence that's necessary to back their claim.
I think the problem,
brother, the eugenetics test is the side of the selective breeding, which is more to do with the things that affect outcomes to do with racism. Like the Nazi side was where that kind of thing. But selective breeding helps with growing a fucking better tomato that can withstand dehydration conditions. There are benefits for selective breeding.
Yes,
totally not to do with racism.
So hold on. Is racism that this is where I'm having trouble putting it all
Prejudice or
together
whatever
here.
you want to call
Is
it, but
prejudice and or racism required for eugenics? Is it necessary?
In
From
humans,
my
yes.
perspective so far, and from my research so far, it seems to be. And that's why I was going the deeper dive with Mao specifically, because
So
he seems
when
to
you-
know more.
Right.
But this is a subset of selective breeding. Selective
Okay.
breeding is
Yes,
good.
of course it is.
Eugenetics is prejudice.
Without
But I
selective
don't
breeding,
get why, in the concise definition of the science. So yes, I don't have a great supporting thing to back up what I'm saying either. I get what you're saying there, Trobes.
That's what
Yeah,
I need to dig
without,
into.
Can
as
you
Audie said,
pinpoint that, Mao?
without like Audie said, without selective breeding, most of what we eat would be inedible.
Oh, fuck yeah. It is necessary. It is
But
a
I'm
good
not
thing.
talking about that because
Exactly.
I suppose it's more of a conscious state of being kind of thing, you know. I'm against it with humans. If we selectively
I love
breed,
quick
we could
starts
cure
if I can.
polio, and we could do this. Yeah, sure. We could breed out Judaism or Catholicism. We could breed out Trobs's gingerness. Superb.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you know?
Why don't we just type in what is the difference between eugenics
the thing
and
is,
selective breeding into AI?
Okay.
yeah, well,
And bring it up.
the thing is like if we
That's what I
breed
was
out
about
Trobs's gingerness, where's the line? There's no line.
Well, one issue is even if we wanted to accomplish some of the things that you mentioned, if we tried to do that, there would 100% be unforeseen consequences. Like say we wanted to get rid of certain types of people. We don't know the extent at which each of these types contributes to society in ways that we aren't aware of. And
Do we
like
care?
Glad you
things
thought
are
about that.
Do we
I feel
care?
like you've got
If
empathy.
we're in control of controlling them, do we care how they affect
I love
us or
how
not?
Mel and I
No.
both go to do you care?
So-
Empathy. Exactly. It's not right. Like this is not normal.
So we're going
I'm
subjective.
having it.
No. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if the gay people live or not. Let's do it. Let's breed them out.
That's most people. You're right. And sorry if you were waiting for a while, Melody. I was distracted.
Oh, Melody.
No,
All
I
right.
agree.
Hi, Mel.
How you going, Melody?
You know, I don't.
How's it going?
Hi, Melody.
So I have an answer here. It's relatively quick. Eugenics is the application of selective breeding to humans with the goal of, quote, improving the human race. While the term selective breeding, also known as artificial selection, generally refers to the practice of breeding plants and animals for desired traits. The key differences lie in the subjects involved, the methods used, and the ethical implications.
Agree with that.
So the concept, so it does not require racism. That's something we add.
It's only been
No,
used in those
it's
cases
the only one
so
to
far.
use.
So no. I think that
He's
are
right though, Mao. By definition, it's not
I can agree
racist.
with Chops's point.
Well, what I think is going on is we have a tendency to be emotionally, we latch on to certain things. Even I do. I hate racism, for example. And
But
I don't hate racism. It's just
uses have
stupid.
only been used in prejudiced ways.
exactly. Well, but I think that we have a bias in that we are more likely to recollect it and pull it from our brain if it involves the things that we're talking about. It's like a selective.
I don't think we would have come up with the word if we hadn't, though. We would have just kept with selective breeding.
Well, the point
Good
is,
point.
is the word eugenic is already implanted in our brain with negative bias. Like it's automatic. Like
Yeah, but I don't think it was at the time of the creation of the word.
probably not, but that's not important. What's important is what we associate with it now. And
I think it was what it was invented for.
well, so like just the AI thing that I pulled up that talked about Nazi that alone will destroy the word, and people are going to think of Nazis anytime they hear the word.
Yes, that's a fair point. Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing.
What was it invented for?
That's complete brainwashing now.
It was invented for things like making white people feel superior to other people.
No.
It was not just breeding, and they used to measure the size of people's skulls.
That's true. So again, you're showing what I'm talking about. You're hyper focused on the things that show the negative aspects.
But I think that's what it was invented for. So
I disagree.
Yeah,
so it's bigger. Like you're talking about the Nazi aspects, which I'm not disagreeing with. I'm saying that
not just that. No,
the concept is far larger than that. It's broad. It doesn't have to involve racism. All it requires is an attempt, a goal to improve the human race. That alone is it.
But
okay,
I would counter. I would counter that you are sticking to the narrow definition of it. Whereas what
how do you think they mean improve the human race? Define that.
What it's used for practically is not the narrow definition of what it should be.
That's the point I made, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm correct, but it's at least possible from my point of view that when you say that is the practical how it's used, it's not 100%. That's not a fact. That's your perspective.
Explain to me. I can learn. Yeah, I'm stuck on this, and I can get quite emotional about things. This is one of them.
I mean, that's a
sorry, now, this is great.
Way.
I bought it yesterday for this purpose.
Show me apart from getting rid of things like polio or something like that, or genetic problems with youngsters, where eugenics has been used apart from to make the elite be better than the not elite. That's their way of saying it.
Well, kind of going back into what I was saying before, it's sort of what we already do. When we choose a mate, we choose a mate based on what we're looking for, and we automatically, even if it's not what we're thinking of, we're changing the genes that are going into the gene pool.
Yeah, of course not.
So in a way, according to the definition of what I just read, that is eugenics. Like
but that's
there's
not
no
the way it's
difference.
used. That's not the way it's used.
Well, no, I think that when you say the way
I know where you're going.
Yeah, that was clever.
Eugenics in your.
Well, no. I'm not trying to use wordplay. That's literally the definition. I'm not trying to be tricky.
In your.
So you believe in more nature then?
Eugenics is quite natural.
Well, no,
eugenics is in the way it's used in a general context overall.
So
it's not natural.
Don't you have the aim in mind with eugenics, and then you try to head for it?
Yes, but the only aim that is required is a desire to improve the human race.
Yeah,
I know. And what does that mean to all the people that aren't being improved?
Tell me how
that as a racist thing.
Yes, well, no, that's prejudice would be a correct way of putting it.
Okay.
But you are being prejudiced against a certain group of people, and that's where the ethical considerations come in. And by the way, it's perfectly fine to hold that view. But I would say, just as a counter argument, is it not prejudice when a woman says, "Hey, I'm not interested in that weird dude that frickin' gives me the creeps every time he's
Of course not.
That's the same damn thing. There's no difference. The only difference
against creepy dudes, Melody.
No, I can't agree.
Get that a lot, man.
So how?
Well, nobody likes creepers, of course.
Right, that's it.
So how is it different? In what way is that? I don't understand.
Because you have the choice.
Creepers too.
I don't have the choice as to the woman I fall in love with.
So I don't think, according to the definition, and the definition is what really matters here, is it doesn't require that you're taking people's choice away.
So here's a question for you: is the definition biased?
The definition can't be biased.
Why not?
Well, unless
the definition is made some time ago by people who were probably racist anyway.
I think that's a conspiracy type.
No, it might well be. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that's plausible. It's possible.
No. So,
Going by
No,
the time period, I do
I
agree
can't-
with Mao, but I do agree with Trobes' general way of thinking. I shouldn't do.
no, I
what I'm
disagree
doing
with
currently,
Todd's
in other words.
general way of thinking. I think that the partners we choose and et cetera, is not the way eugenics is used. It might be a true thing, as Trob says.
I never considered it eugenics
Well,
until he mentioned it, Mao.
hold on.
Either.
I'm not saying that that what I do
consider it more
as my
corporate.
example is eugenics. I'm saying that it's for the purposes of what we're talking about, it's essentially the same. It's like,
yeah.
All I'm saying is I think that we put a lot of emotional weight toward the word eugenics, especially as it's commonly like in like Nazi circles, which I understand. I hate Nazis. But
This is why I brought it up initially, and I'm trying to get it back to selective breeding.
But it's basically nature versus nurture. I mean, that's all it comes down to.
To some extent,
no,
yes.
That's selective breeding.
So you call it.
We're trying to differentiate the prejudice side of it, which is the eugenics
This is
side.
the way I look at it. Eugenics does not require, prejudice, yes, in some form, but like
it's prejudice because there's a aim for a betterment. So there has
I
to
look
be
at it
the
as
reverse.
eugenics is a type of selective breeding. It's like square and rectangle. Every rectangle is a square. It's a type of square.
Yeah,
I look at it in that same way.
So you could kind of look at dogs and how they breed them, and so that could be just a nature. So they breed them differently. So it's obviously not nurture; it's nature because they breed them differently to get the result that they want. So that could definitely be on the horizon with that.
What do you disagree with, Mal?
I would suggest that
I'm just saying that so many people, it's nature, and I mean that's the confusion. So I think that a lot of it has to do with nurture. Like so if your kid grows up to be like a mass shooter at a school, does that mean it's his parents' fault for their DNA? No, it doesn't. A lot of it has to do with how they raise the child.
I agree with you, but we're jumping into I don't understand how these relate. Like it's a completely different topic now.
Okay. Well, then I got off topic there.
I don't think nurture's got anything to do with it.
It's fun, by the way, to change the topic. This is unstructured. I want to make sure that we complete, or at least come as close as we can to closing this topic before we move on.
Okay, I guess I got the wrong idea. That's what I thought you guys were talking about. I mean, something similar to that, not exactly that.
Well, we're mainly looking at the truth claims, and then on a separate level, the moral implications of eugenics, and it's complicated, in my opinion. It's not clear cut. And also I'm in the process of learning myself because I've had to pull up definitions several times, and I've changed my point of view numerous times based on the definition. Because again, I believe that we have emotional, and by the way, it's natural. We have like emotional connotations that latch onto these words. And when we do that, even if we don't want to, it's going to cause us to be led astray when it comes to truth. And that's why the definition has to be your go-to. You can't associate when you talk about practicality and whatever, what you're doing is you're filtering it through your personal experience and biases and prejudice and all that stuff. And when you do that, you're inevitably going to get away from objectivity. Like you can't, the moment you go, that is wrong, unless it's attached to something objective, which is very rarely the case.
It's definitely opinionated. It's not objective. It's not, it's not a science per se. And yeah, that's just, I mean, it definitely is attached to, your beliefs, your opinion, your bias, everything like that. So.
I totally disagree, but yeah.
You disagree?
I think that the
concept,
a lot of it is though.
So why do you? Why do you
Sorry?
disagree?
Well, most of the things she said there are things that are issues of the person, and you work through them, like biases and all that kind of stuff. You break them down and, you know, like you dismantle them. Like I would need Melody to recite the list for me to explain proper.
I mean,
But yeah,
it's both.
He wants you
not
to
one.
he wants you to
both.
repeat the list exactly as you did, but say it in a slightly more sultry tone of voice.
No, I don't meaning to pick on Melody either. But the reasoning I said what I said was because most of the stuff that she listed just then could have been broken down into, like the more belief rather than knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, you're correct.
Well, that's what she said.
I wasn't picking
what
on
she
you.
said. She said that it's not truth. It's based on your opinion, etc.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Apologies, I missed it. What is based on?
Fake news.
Yeah, don't worry now. I need. Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I'll catch up. I'll get it. I can wait.
Cockroach.
Cockroach.
Yeah, they don't have the cockroach sound effect, and I can't do sound effects. I'm only the guest. Do you use your sound bar much yet? It's kind of fun. You can keep out downloading shitloads of sounds.
I've never been much for sound. Like, I mean, some people use it, and if it has like a more practical purpose, I might, if I can think of it. But my brain usually doesn't work that way. But I'm definitely not one of those dudes, and I'm not saying you, but I've met guys like it that are like, they will literally be like in Discord or something, and like being inside the Discord like chat area where they're like, you know, they're talking with other people, and they'll just be like making like a bell sound and shit, and then they're giggling, and shit, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you not even here to talk? You're just here to make noises all day?
Like
well,
this.
It depends on the context. Sometimes it can be funny.
It's an actual real cowbell, though. No.
I was actually, after our last conversation last week, I did some digging because I've always been really interested in the concept of humor. And I know for a lot of people, you hate that you dissect humor. I dissect everything.
It's timing, mate. I fuck it all the time, like now.
Well, there's three main theories behind humor. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but one is the superiority theory, which is that and by the way, these aren't mutually exclusive. They can work hand in hand, and sometimes like not all humor is the same, is what I'm saying. But the superiority theory is that people use it as a way to look down on other people. There's others though. Who is IR?
Ooh. Oh, nice.
You've been 9 guesses.
But yeah,
that's what a lot of bullies do, and it
I've heard
insecurity.
I've heard comedians sitting in a group.
Normally, not always.
I've heard comedians sitting in a group discussing humor, what it means, how they go about it, this, that, and the other. And to be fair, those people they really know what they're talking about, don't they?
Well,
they just stand up on a stage, they tell a joke, and everybody laughs. And what's behind it is a whole insane amount of research.
That's what philosophy is all about. When you understand the root or the first principles, as Gad would say, of something, you don't just understand it like the joke you're telling. You understand it at the most fundamental level. You can play with it.
Every word is specifically put there for a reason. It's amazing.
Absolutely, I agree, and that's why I like to delve into these things, because
that's why I don't like arguing with comedians
and the full stops. Exactly,
because you get fucked.
Well, it depends. If you're worried about an emotional loss, you never want to disagree with a comedian.
No.
If you think like me and you could give a fuck less about emotional losses, it doesn't matter, because they don't tend to destroy you logically. They destroy you in a way that makes most of the people in the room or most of the audience go, you got burned. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's a different thing. It's a whole
absolutely
different deal.
amazing. Very clever. I love it. I don't understand most of it, but I love it. it's like magic, you know. I
get
do
so offended
mathematics.
by stuff, and now I just let it go.
Yeah, I do mathematics. Magic. It's mathematics. It's all mathematics.
It goes back.
I don't want to know how it's done, though.
Well, you can dig into it just like I am, but it's complicated. And like, there's like 7 or 8 theories like up now, like dissecting humor, and it's so fucking deep.
Oh, yeah, it's very smart stuff. Yeah, it's above my pay grade.
Well, well, it's not just that, but like
I'm like everybody else, you know. The comedian comes on stage, he farts, I laugh.
That's true. Well, you can be both.
Fart jokes are fucking hilarious. Everyone fucking knows that.
Not everyone. Some people don't have
Every
that.
fucking person. Anyone who doesn't has got a deficiency.
I find farts funny, but usually most women don't.
Oh my God. No, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I was looking for a melody.
I mean, what are you fucking? Are you 6 years old? Like, or,
no, I'm a human, my sister.
Women, in my experience, don't find fart jokes funny unless it's them that's farting.
Man,
and then it's
you've got to put the quilt firmly over their head now, and then they understand the joke of the fart. It doesn't work until then.
But you're
Melody, you've got to come over.
I would like to just point out.
Okay, but getting off of the fart stuff. So for instance, like I watched a comedian about like 2 weeks ago on Netflix, and I thought he was funny as shit, but he was kind of like offensive. But then I looked at his other stuff that he, down below it says, okay, he had a comedy special, and like different times, and I looked at the one prior and I gave it like a thumbs down, and I was like, what the fuck? So my views like changed over time, and it was just like within like a year, maybe 2 years, is like so he is kind of offensive, but I realize, I think it's a lot more funny now. I don't take things so seriously like I used to. So yeah, I mean, it can depend on your views and everything like that, depending on what you find funny, what you don't.
It's one of the most subjective things about people, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
That's where we get back to our disagreement from last week. And I still maintain there is no like magical ambiguity behind whether you find something funny or not. It does tell you something about who you are. Now, it is true that like it's complicated, and it doesn't just automatically mean, hey, that's a bad person. Now, depending on what it is. But like, would you find it funny if I made a remark that essentially made out like black people are burned by God or some shit, and that's why they're black?
Yeah.
Why do you not find that funny?
Do you know that Melody has
oh God, here we go.
He likes blacks. Okay.
God, what the fuck? You're going back to the Africa thing. Why do you always do that?
Well, outside of that piece of information, I'm bringing this up for a reason. It's an extreme, and I go to extremes.
Hey, what's up, rock and roll? Sorry. Hey, what's up, rock and roller?
I think depending on how it's presented.
I see. Yeah, Andy C.
So there are.
I've never heard your voice. Okay.
So there are
exactly.
So when you say depending, that means there are some situations where you could find that funny.
I think most situations, yeah.
I could never find,
particularly if it was delivered by a black person.
Yeah, I would
to some extent. To some extent, I'm going to agree with you.
You can't really have a fair.
Well, it's like the
self-deprecation. You can't have a fair, logical conversation about blacks because she's always
what are you
You're missing a swastika from your forehead, brother. Could you please quickly go to the next room and put a swastika on your forehead and come back? You're not welcome until you've got the correct attire.
Melody,
what you're about. Man, I thought he was about to go and do
love with black.
I was blowing my
Love
mind
black
there.
men. So
Who
you're
cares-
never
who
going
cares
to
if
have a
someone's attracted to
real.
black?
It's come back with a horsewhip.
I didn't
Why
bring
That
it
doesn't
up.
matter.
Why does anyone care about who likes black people? Why is that even
Our
relevant to
point
anyone?
I
is,
know,
you're never
exactly.
going to
Like,
get
who
a fair
gives a shit?
assessment from her. You're
There's
never going
no
to get a
black
fair
people
assessment
here
of black
except for
women.
those
Are you
heavy
saying
circles that are not coloured in.
What the fuck has anybody else's sexual life got to do with me?
so?
Exactly.
You're saying that she doesn't just like blacks; she's biased by blacks, so she can't think critically when it comes to blacks.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Because of her democratic black views and love
Bit-
for the black
black-
skin.
Bet you
Black
is a
Democrat-
bit.
American
Way
man.
into
Only the American
Yes,
black
right.
skinned, beautiful king black skinned Chicago, American welfare bum type shit.
So what if I liked, somebody else that wasn't technically white, the definition per se of what you consider white? Would that be like morally wrong or ethically, like, what do you
I
think?
didn't say you were wrong. Did I say, where did I come up with wrong? I didn't say nothing
Well,
about anything saying wrong.
But you're
didn't say
saying
you
that
were wrong.
something's wrong with me, basically. You're like,
Your
oh,
problem-
I said you would not. I said you can't. You wouldn't get a. I said your views are always going to be towards the black guys, right? No matter what.
Your problem in this
it doesn't
argument,
matter.
Melody,
I
But
said
why
nothing
are you
wrong when
bringing
you
it
don't get a
up?
black guy. I said your
Melody,
views.
your problem in this
I didn't
argument
even
is
say.
the
Did I
female.
say anything was a matter with a black person? No. I just said
Why are you
your
bringing it up?
views.
Nobody cares.
Melody,
Well,
That's
I'm just letting
irrelevant.
everybody know that your views is once a black guy's, somebody's like, where? You're like,
Melody,
you
your
say black,
problem
she's like,
here
where?
is you're a
There's a
woman.
black guy in there.
while I can't prove it, I believe the entire purpose of bringing it up was to fuck with you, Melody.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's what Petty
I didn't bring up black. Who brought up blacks? Who the fuck
That's
did
what
bring
he
it up?
always does with me. I find it
You're
humorous. I don't take it to
I
heart.
believe
So-
I'm the one that started the conversation about black people because I was using as an example to show that there are some. Maybe it wasn't a good example, but there are
Whenever
some.
you said blacks, did you notice how Melody, you heard her fucking shit shuffling around?
What?
Trying to figure out
Damn.
where.
Well, my ass was winking. Don't you worry about that.
Winking. So I believe there are some things that it'll change from person to person, but there are some things that you find abhorrent when it comes to the humor of other people. And there's a reason why some people find them abhorrent and some people find them funny. That's all I'm really getting at.
What is the reason?
So that's complicated, and I can't give you an easy answer to that. The answer to that is there's so many variables that need to be
some people will
analyzed.
laugh at somebody else's accent.
So yes, so I will admit that it's extremely complicated to get the
You
answer.
can stop right there, Mal. Fucking accents.
But I will say,
Fucking.
there is an answer. There is a reason why you find anything that you find funny. There's always a reason.
Your background a lot of the time.
Well, that's part of it. Again, there's so many variables. There's
Of
your
course,
background. There's some of it's genetic.
I
Some of
can
it,
laugh at
What exactly is the topic again now? Humor? Are we talking about comedians or humor? Or what the
we're
fuck are we
talking about
here?
humor in general, and it goes back to a disagreement we had last week, to where I said that what people find funny is a reflection of their character, or at least
You
in so
keep
many
saying
words.
last week, but you haven't streamed for 2
Oh,
weeks.
you're
man.
right.
So are
Sorry.
you talking like a month ago or a year ago or
It was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. I
once
can't
upon
remember.
a time
I remember, Charles. Yeah, we did. We discussed it.
in a land far, far away.
Are you still on the outs
I'm
with
an
that,
emu.
the dude that
what's up?
lives in the jungle? Are you still on the outs with the jungle guy, the little dude that lives in a hut?
Am I still what with him?
On the outs with the little jungle man, the little
Rash.
jungle
Oh,
guy.
he's talking about Rash.
I don't actively like hate him or anything,
No, are you
but
still on the outs with him?
well, I don't
would
want
talk
him
with
here.
about that.
Okay, that's all. Okay,
Nah.
okay. I just wanted.
He's a bit of a cunt.
He didn't.
So again, I don't hold like grudges or anything, but if a person is not going
Okay,
to
if
be
he's not here,
capable,
I just wondered, he's not here then, so he's not. Is this one? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here, including me, right? There's
Hey,
a
man,
one.
and my Nightbot just made an appearance. Look at that.
It was the guy
Who?
with the. Is Uncle Sam a person, or is that just a symbol? What is that actually?
that's odd.
That's a conspiracy theory, Patrick. And Melody, yeah, man, that's my Nightbot, sister. I've got a Nightbot
So
on my
people
channel.
here. Is there 6 people here then, right? Including me, right?
Yes, although Andy isn't talking.
Who's it? Andy? Which? Oh,
I'm still here. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
still here. I'm just listening. I'm doing other stuff.
And he's
Okay.
Who the
hanging
fuck is
on.
Nightbot?
Nightbot is
Hang on.
actually a
Literal.
bot.
Yeah, a literal
What?
Nightbot.
What is what?
It's a bot that certain people use. Sometimes it's
The
just
reason I didn't know if that guy was real or not is because
Well, I know, but
over
they
there.
can't infiltrate your chat unless you give them the platform to do so. So did you allow them to come in?
he's in.
No, it's
there's-
my Nightbot.
Exactly.
Melody.
He's in Odd's chat. Odd is connected to mine, so
Okay.
it'll
Well-
show here.
But why did
Yeah.
you decide to have Nightbot in here as like your AI
No,
assistant?
yeah, Melody. I've got Nightbot and I've linked to Trobe's stream
No, I
Yeah.
to
understand, but
share
I'm saying,
his stream.
but okay, I understand. But why did you choose to have a Nightbot in here? 'Cause-
Oh, because I'm cool.
Don't care.
just to have fun?
Yeah, I'm really like upbeat and legendary and cool. You know?
Yeah, no, it's funny because I've seen them
Yeah,
before
thanks.
on streams and
Now you
no,
get that.
it's cute. It's
Thanks,
cute.
woman. Woohoo! G'day. Yeah,
Because the
fucking,
Facebook
man,
listening.
what? Like 6 people have seen my Nightbot? I'm hit, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's cute. It's cute.
Thanks.
You
And
make
it
it
tells you
work.
great things, man.
So
Speak to the hand because the face ain't listening.
to go back to the fart thing, because I know we all want to go back to that.
We do.
I
This
have
is the thing.
I have a theory that in my opinion, mainly covers it, and it's called incongruity theory, otherwise known as incongruous juxtaposition theory. Suggests that humor and laughter rely on incongruity, which denotes anything contrary to expectation, according to some norm. And I think that's the primary reason why most dudes, at least, find farts funny, because they're unexpected. They're outside of a social norm as well. They're contrary to a social norm.
Well,
I've
they're
never
not
heard
racial or political or anything else, and you get to be part of the group you're with.
I've never heard anybody talk
That's
about
true.
fart jokes like until I was around y'all. So no, I don't think that's a norm. Like with
Well, hold on,
guys.
hold on.
Melody,
So-
we'll put up some better ones then in future.
So being
Oh,
that
hell no.
being that you're female, you're already biased because most
Buddy, have a look in
dudes.
the private
I'm
chat.
Yeah,
more
did, buddy.
I'm leaning, even though I hate to say this, I'm leaning towards Smelody. I don't find fart humor. I find it disgusting.
Patrick, you haven't
Stop
seen
yelling
it,
at
man.
me.
That's fine, but it doesn't touch the broader picture. And in my experience, you're going to be biased, Melody, because you're female. Most dudes aren't going to show you that they.
No,
if
I
they do,
disagree because you got. I don't think most dudes are. I don't find it. There's probably
no,
I
Patrick,
bet 60% of guys are. I agree.
completely
Most
disagree.
dudes, but there's probably 30 or 40% are like
Yeah,
me,
like I
and the other 60 or 70 are like you guys.
I agree with that, but you're wording it as if we're the outcast. That's the other way around.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. I'm saying there's a lot of people that don't agree with you. Just like there's more that agree with you, but there's also certainly a lot that don't agree with you.
I agree with that completely.
Okay.
Minority.
I don't think that men think that that's funny, or if they do, they're not going to just spout it out with their title. They're going to keep it to themselves.
Exactly. They're not going to tell you because you're female, mainly.
No. It has nothing to do with me being female. I'm just saying across the board. They're not going to say that. They're not going to joke with that about, with other guys.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
if they,
I don't know, man. Dingo was the worst
every once in a while, but it's
that I've ever known in my entire life. Jeez,
as a guy,
smell, toxic, loudness, everything.
I'm biased, but as a guy, I can
Dingo
meet a
farts.
dude, and within probably about 15 minutes of meeting them, I can know whether or not I can share the fart shit with them. Like I can tell. I can just tell.
Yes.
So you don't have to be like worried about
Find this
shit.
whole fucking conversation a matter of bad taste, but anyway, I mean that's
Well, smell anyway.
Is Patrick one of those dainty dudes that's like, you farted in my general direction?
This is the first time that I've ever seen him like that.
You farted, Patrick, and send you a strongly worded email.
Nice. It's funny.
Saying, like, you aren't going to go on and on about like farts and stuff with.
Well, hold
I don't
on.
care if it's just dudes.
We're not. You're turning a complex thing into something simple because you don't like it. But so, like, we're discussing. We're not just talking about farts. We're discussing the humor of farts and like the complex shit that leads to it in the first place.
It's
No,
complex.
actually, we were discussing eugenics
Conversations
and ended
with
up
farts.
finding out why farts are funny.
Yes.
Oh my God. Something complex leads to fart talk, huh?
Yes.
See? No, Melody, I think your problem is it's like women find farts funny when it's them that's doing it. But when blokes do it, it's like, oh, you dirty bugger.
Oh, I got a problem, huh?
That's women generally, I think, in that respect. Yeah, I don't find that women like fart jokes.
Oh, hell no, we don't.
That's a
I've never
different
been around.
thing.
But
That's
if they do it, it's funny. Because they don't do one big loud one, they do 29 small ones.
I've had that experience too. Well, it depends. There's some that are across the board always like disturbed by it. And then there are some that are like, I hate that shit. It's not funny. And then they'll find it funny when they do it. It's complicated.
Women don't fart.
Oh, that's a queef.
No.
Women queef. Do we find that the farts, if it's not funny, it's disgusting, I don't like that. Is it a societal thing? Is it something you've been brought up with, something you've learned isn't funny, or you really think it's not funny? That's not the same thing, is it?
I just don't think it's funny.
No?
For you, I believe you. Yeah. I believe you. But for some, asking the question is already biased because most people who are, say, affected by societal norms won't believe they're affected by societal norms. They'll think it's their idea, that it's their thoughts, their beliefs. Like, I guess there's a point in asking the question if you're kind of psychoanalyzing it. But, like, all I'm saying is you won't really know for sure the answer.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
So I could definitely see. So if there was like a certain scenario that happened to you, like say like you shit your pants in a public place, and then that would be funny. But or saying like you farted like and it was in a place that it was super embarrassing. Now that would be funny as hell. But if you're just talking about it, just to talk about it, then no, I don't think it is.
Okay, I look at people just talking about farting. They're farting like somebody a disgusting person that eats disgusting. It's like if you're disgusting, you're disgusting. I mean, if you're a disgusting man, you're disgusting.
Like coughing over the table.
Like if you got no table manners. That's what I look at. See.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm almost agreeing again with Smelody, which I find
so
fucking hate. insult today or something?
From my perspective, all that is an over reliance on tribalism and being stuck on norms, and it's a form of tribalism. You kind of soak in societal norms, and that becomes your world. And unfortunately, it makes you kind of one dimensional and like incapable of growth. You sort of
what makes you incapable of growth.
Yes. Yes.
What?
No.
When you like just an example was the table manners thing. It's a societal norm. It's not based on anything objective. It's some bullshit.
If I don't like fucking watching you eat like a pig, then I don't like watching you eat like a pig.
Like I want to watch you chew with your mouth open. My grandpa used to do that. Was disgusting.
Now we're getting more like specific, but table manners.
That is what you just. That is specific.
No,
you were talking about parts. This is the same thing.
I said table manners. I said table manners, which is generic. People eating with their mouth open is specific.
You have a funny way of making
generic. You talk about parts.
You try to make everything you don't have seem like it's right. Like you ain't got no table manners.
No.
So you're like, then you don't know. Like you're trying to say, I'm tribal, motherfucker. No,
you are tribal.
You're savage, is what you're like. It's funny. You're like that guy that you don't even like. That guy that lives in that fucking hut. You're just like him.
Patrick,
that time you showed your shitter, it was the most disgusting thing anyone ever seen in their life. Well, at least for me. But you're saying because I find that disgusting, I'm tribal?
Patrick,
no, I don't want a disease, motherfucker.
Your vocal tone, body language, and everything is screaming insecurity right now. You are offended.
Screaming at security?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It's screaming at, I don't want no fucking goddamn disease, no germs. That thing was spreading out just like you farting and all that shit. You're a disgusting human being. Just say it. Say you're a disgusting human being.
So
if I don't want to be around you, that's fine.
All of this started because I made I made a generic claim talking about people who are tribal in general, and then you got emotional, and then I pointed it out.
People that weren't like you said.
No, that's not what I said.
I don't even sit around with other people. Never even had a conversation like this before.
I'm not just talking about this. I'm not just talking about this one thing. Okay. You're tribal in general. You're conservative. That's what it means.
Listen, no, you don't know what the fuck I am. I'm not a conservative.
Yes, you are.
A libertarian. I got my voter's card in my wall. I got a voter's. Do you have a voter's card? Did you vote? Do you have a voter's card? I'm a libertarian, dude.
Most people who are libertarian are conservative.
But
that's because they vote. You know why? No, they vote conservative because most things match up with what they want. Less government, less debt. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly, and it all goes back to the way your brain works.
Push my buttons, why don't you?
But okay, what does any of this have to do with if you're conservative or liberal? Like,
so whether you're conservative. So a lot of people look at conservative.
It has to do with what he thinks. It has to do with being a Democrat means you're a disgusting pig.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
So a lot of people hear conservative liberal and they think of it as some random shit that's about opinion. And it's not. It goes back to the way your brain is wired. So being conservative or liberal isn't just political bullshit, nothing. It tells you a lot about who a person is.
See, I thought, no, wait. I was like, wow, man, this guy's going to have a conversation about comedy. And then you fucking turn this shit around back into, oh, you're a conservative.
No.
That's what you just did.
We could have just had a conversation and been fine. You got offended, which is what interrupted everything.
I ain't offended.
I would like. Hold on. I would like anyone who was watching to rewind and watch themselves, and you will see that he was offended. It's a fact. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm not offended. I'm sitting there fucking telling you how I feel.
Right. Exactly. I mean, so that's what I
Melody
said.
Melody is doing that thing, that irrational thing where you say something that you don't believe in order to protect someone because you're cool with them. And I don't agree with that.
I like the
I mean,
I'm
how
not
is it
offended.
that you
I'm telling you how I feel.
know exactly how I feel? That you
I don't know. Hold
you know
on.
what
I don't.
love it.
doing?
I
You know what
don't know.
somebody's doing? You know what everybody's doing, but you
I
don't even know what the
don't-
fuck you're doing.
I don't know
I went-
exactly how
Wow,
you
you're on edge,
feel,
Patrick.
but you don't have to be a genius to read body language, and it doesn't take a smart person to see that you were offended, dude. And you're still
I'm
offended.
not offended.
You're
I
still
am not
offended.
offended. I'm just sitting here fucking. I'm fucking
You're
giving it
okay.
back to you. I'm just like, what are you fucking insane, dude?
Patrick,
I am not mad right now. I'm not mad. Fuck, I'm not mad.
That's just Patrick. That's how he always is.
There's no such thing as that's just something. Body language is body language. If someone's angry, they scream. If they scream, they're angry. It's that simple. There's
I'm not emotional. I'm just telling you how I feel.
That's just Patrick. He always does that.
I know, but that's because he's angry.
Low emotional intelligence.
Because he's an angry man.
I know, but that shows that I'm correct.
I'm not angry. I'm doing better than every last one. I'm probably doing better than you see.
I think it was a statement the other night.
I'm doing better than every last one of you weenies. What happened to Hypatia?
Being obese is living all day. All of us.
You're living the
I'm not
dream,
obese,
are you?
so I'm doing better than you. I can see
I
my
enjoy
tail.
that.
He's living the dream.
I'm living the life of Riley.
What's the life of Riley?
I don't know. Google it. Google it.
Life of... So I guess like you're saying that I would just be laughing about it if I had my camera on and I'm just like laughing about it. Or I may not agree, but I'm not just going to be like all out of sorts and be, no, that's bullshit. So is that kind of where you're coming up?
Part of it, but it's pretty obvious. Like it's strange that I have to explain it. Like we're going back to like an argument on whether or not someone was offended. When anyone can go back and see that was even you said it, and then you're like, instead of saying that he was offended, you went, that's just how he is, and that's just another way to say the same thing.
Well,
I find humor in you. How can I be offended when I find humor in you?
If you
cannot be offended.
If you found humor in me, your body language and vocal tone would show that, but it didn't.
So it does.
Unless
I'm a fucking straight razor said, I'm trying to cut your fucking jugular.
I've never seen Patrick be reasonable on streams. He's just all over the place.
Well, unless there's some sort of autistic savant, humor is going to be like that anyway.
You're fucked up on so much Benadryl and motherfucking what? Barbiturates. You don't know if you're fucking coming or going. First of all, I mean, so I've never seen you really one way or the
other. Big words now. Barbiturates.
Benadryl. Oh my god.
It is true.
I did know a guy who took some Viagra and some diuretics both at the same time.
Somebody takes Viagra, believe it or not.
yeah, because I need to get it up.
You do. I mean, you just take it just for kicks.
I took one got stuck in my throat and I ended up with a stiff neck.
So you're calling me a tranny? Yep, tranny.
Yeah.
Raise the roof, baby. You want to talk about comedy? Let's raise the roof. What's that?
What's that comedy
show with the blacks?
Debate.
What was that black comedy show they used to have on an evening at the what? It was in the ghetto somewhere in New York, I think, where the motherfucking blacks would start throwing shit. They would go nuts if the guy wasn't worth it. It was on like HBO or in Chicago. If the motherfucker wasn't worth shit, I think it was on it. They would start throwing This was
There's
on
a few of those. They're funny as hell, they are.
what was that shit called? An evening,
Just like the comedy club.
fucking crucified his ass. But if he made it, then he had a shot at, I think, like Arsenio and Hall when them started out there.
You're not funny, you got wrecked.
I don't know. So he was a comedian, or he is a comedian?
Anybody. If you're not funny, you got wrecked.
What
Yeah,
happened?
You wouldn't want to go back.
It's already hard enough to be a comedian. Could you imagine, like if you failed, you're gonna get fucked up and fucking shit thrown on you and everything?
Yeah.
That
You
would
go to
suck.
these comedy clubs, and that's what they like. Workman's clubs are the same sort of thing over here in the UK. Go to a workman's club. If they don't find you funny, you're fucked.
Well, you guys.
You just want the floor to open up and swallow you.
I think that many comedians that are truly talented don't have much of a sense of humor. And when I say that, I don't mean the sense of humor in terms of understanding like the first principles of humor and all that, because they do.
Yeah.
What I mean is it kills it for them, because when you understand the root of something, it's not magical.
I'm not sure about that. I think when sometimes, I know generally another comedian will say a joke and they go, damn, that's so good, that's so well constructed, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. But sometimes they just think it's funny as shit.
Yes, and I'm not saying always. I'm saying for many of them, and I think it's the ones that look at it as science, that look at it.
Where did you get this piece of information from? How do you know this?
This isn't information. This is my personal.
What the fuck are you talking about? They look at it as a science. What the fuck are you? I mean,
social engineering, Patrick.
That's again, I'm going with.
So you've seen it before, and you're just saying that's how comedians are?
No, I'm saying from my personal, subjective, opinionated perspective, I think that there are some that reach that point, and because it makes sense that some would, if you look at it as a science, and if you think that there's no comedians that don't look at humor as a science, you're a moron.
Yeah, I think there's a lot.
You can say that about anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
If somebody's better than somebody, like if somebody was better at something that I considered myself like an expert on, sometimes I'd be like, wow, that's awesome, and I'm going to learn from you. But I guess at other times I could be like, oh my God, he's beating me, or he's better than me at this, and so yeah, this is fucking me up. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, Smelody, why did you say when somebody's better to me, or then you went, he's beating me? Why didn't you say she? Or why is it got to be a guy?
It doesn't. Oh my God!
No. I mean, you went. Wouldn't it be a girl? Wouldn't you be competing with a girl? No, I'm saying. I compete with guys, Smelody. I compete with guys. You're a girl. Wouldn't you be competing with girls?
In comedy? I didn't think comedy was divided by sex.
Okay, well, perhaps I'm thinking of a certain scenario in my own life, and there's a guy that he's better at something than I am, and I'm pissed off by it. However, maybe
I don't ever think about girls. I compete with guys.
So if a person
you compete, you only compete.
But is that what you're? So, it's like that's what you're getting at.
From my perspective and in my opinion, if you're truly, if you have a decent amount of self-esteem, you don't compete with anyone but your former self. In fact, the moment you compete with other people, you're admitting to being insecure, even if you don't want to say it.
You don't never you only compete with yourself.
Yeah, well, and that's why I brought that up.
You only set a level with yourself.
I don't think
your only measurement.
Patrick, do you ever?
I don't even understand that.
Jesus
of course, you don't understand. You don't understand anything.
You were just using that as an example. Is what?
Okay. Right? Another guy does something really good. You don't even know what to set your measurement against.
Because you shouldn't. What the other guy does is fucking irrelevant to you.
So Brian, so you that was just,
does anyone else understand it? I don't understand.
I think I would hope that most people understand what I'm saying.
I think it's just more buttons on it.
You're a janitor and a you're a janitor and a
No.
What else did you say you did?
I am nothing. I am retired at the moment.
Nice
Well,
job.
Yep, he's a full-time
You're
trapper
the
now.
janitor and you stack things. You have to fucking look at someone else to see who.
No, you don't. You don't. That's insecurity. You're comparing yourself to other people. Who cares?
Okay, why do they have races then, motherfucker? Why do they have games? Why do they
Because the
compete?
Nazis.
What?
Why don't you
Nazis
just
were the ones
compete
that-
against yourself?
So hold
Why
on,
don't
hold
they
on,
have a
hold
game?
on.
Why
Hold
don't they
on.
have a game where you just compete?
Hold
where
on.
people sit in their living room
Patrick, shut
and
up so
watch
people
the
can
sports
talk.
man
I really
Right.
against himself.
I want to focus on why the first thing that came to mind for you was why are there races? Let's explore this.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the topic at hand.
Exactly, which means it's something to do with his personality, and I want to
No,
explore
you
it.
said that because what you said.
There's different cultures.
You
of
said
comedy.
you said you only compete against yourself.
What does that
You
have
said
to
you had
do?
no reason to compete.
Hold on. What does that
That's
have
not
to
human
do
nature, you
with
fuck.
races? What does
You
that have to do with
red-headed
races?
fucking scrawny looking Viking.
You
If you
seem,
were a real Viking, they would have killed you at birth.
you seem to be changing the subject a lot.
You're
here.
getting like a 12-year-old child in here.
What does what I said and not comparing blah 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 have to do with races?
Exactly.
Races. I said races.
I know.
That's why he said you can't
race like a car race. Racing.
What?
I don't think that's where I know.
No, it's not because that was the exact same thing that you were talking. You were being like very racist towards
Talking
me
about a
when it
race,
first came
like
up
a
on
fucking
here.
the Olympics, a race.
I don't believe that,
well,
but okay.
Okay, yeah.
If somebody's really enthusiastic about racing, does that make them a racist?
Yeah, because that's what you started out. So, and you were being racist. Well, you were just you're getting on to me just because you think that I only have sex with black people, or you always call me Blackie. So why would we not think that you're talking about races, meaning not races on
I also
cars.
want to explore this. If you say you, and I've heard this a lot, if you say you are non-racist, have no doubt you are a racist. I think this is what racist people tell themselves to feel better about being racist. They want to act as if the whole world is just as racist as they are, and that's simply not true.
The short answer
people would
is
actually understand that racism comes from Nazism in the 1930s, like modern day racism.
Well, modern day, yes, but the root of it outside of that and it existing like it's existed forever is simple tribalism and like low IQ.
Well, in the past,
it's lack
it was
of information.
About culture. So in the past, it was about what culture you came from. So you spoke a different language or you dressed a different way. And that's where that kind of racism was. Modern day racism really rooted itself in the 30s and stuff like that with Hitler when they did the trials where they made Jew a race, Gypsy a race.
It was before that because that's where eugenics came in.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Eugenics was the Nazis.
Right. Remember that subject? No, so that's where that came in, and that was before the 1930s. The 1930s used it to show that it was true.
Well, that was how they justified they did the trials and things where they made races, put people in the groups, that way they could say they're inferior to them.
If I understand what Gad's saying here, he's not saying that racism started then. He's talking about a current brand of racism, and it got especially egregious after this time during the Nazis. Because that's where I got confused. Because I'm like, dude, racism didn't start in the 30s.
Nazi, that race shit was going on.
It was all about their supreme master race.
That's literally what I just said, Patrick. I'm explaining that that's not what he means. He's talking about a very specific kind of like particularly bad form of racism. At least that's the way I took it.
It's just racism.
Bad form of racism.
All humans are the same race.
Bad,
There's
how
only one
bad
race
can
of
it
human
be?
beings.
Is it going to be bad? Is there consequences to it, or is it just?
It don't matter if you're from Africa, Asia, Europe, America. You're all the same race.
Attila the Hun was
human
probably
race.
the worst one. He killed more people than any of those motherfuckers.
What? No,
I hear you talking about him.
No.
Who?
Attila the Hun.
I don't know anything about him.
Person.
Probably
All
killed
he did
about
was
18
attack
million.
Rome.
They actually used his. They actually. I don't even want to get. They try to make him out like he was kind of a good guy. He's a motherfucking crazy ass barbarian.
No, he was. He was a mercenary for the Roman army. He was part of the cavalry. And
oh yeah, Attila the Hun was a world conqueror. You stupid fool!
You are a dumbass. You're mixing up Genghis Khan with fucking Attila the Hun. You're thinking the Golden Horde of Mongolia, not Attila the Hun, that small little warlord that only lasted for like a tiny period. That all he's known big for is he sacked Rome.
I'm talking about the Mongolian warlord, you idiot.
I know, that's why I just said you dumb motherfucker. Stick out your ear and listen. Attila the Hun and Genghis Khan are two different fucking people.
Wait, yeah, I'm talking about Genghis Khan.
Exactly, dumbass.
Isn't he like the father of a huge population or a huge part of the population?
Suddenly sold Trump, yes.
30,000. How can I be a dumbass if I was just I was confused. That don't mean I'm dumb.
No, you
you're sitting there arguing about you being right when you're wrong.
You're the one that's on welfare and a clown and a goof.
I'm not on no welfare, motherfucker.
And you got your kids all eating fucking.
You're the one living off Social Security, Medicare, and military pension. That's welfare, buddy. You're the one living off fucking welfare. Get your fucking facts straight.
Yeah, but I did what I had to do to get it, you idiot.
I don't ever hear like
I put in the Medicare, Medicaid.
I hear this on various sides for a lot of people, and to me, welfare is never an insult. Like it's never like I don't ever see it as like a negative thing.
I got guns. I got guns.
The fuck is he doing?
I got a mixed drink. I got a mixed drink.
What are you dancing about?
Are varied as
my life is greater than the rest of these fuckheads.
In fact, more so. No, you can't use people being on welfare as an insult. Patrick might be on welfare.
I'm on jury duty. Did you ever get called for jury duty, you fuck?
Yep, federal jury duty.
I'm on jury duty. I
might have been on the other end a couple of times.
I'm on jury duty. I'm on jury duty. No, they put me on jury duty for fuckheads like you. You fucking.
I just said I had federal jury duty. You dumb.
Nothing happening to nobody.
Jesus Christ.
I'm saying that somebody's on welfare.
All you do is ramble your fucking
lips. I want to talk about more comedy. Would you come up with another subject, another comical subject, Don Rickles?
We weren't talking about like things that are funny. We were talking about comedy as like exploring comedy itself. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, okay. I got an idea. You're funny looking. Go look in the mirror. You are definitely funny looking.
So you're jealous of my appearance?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Hey, you're now. You're in your 40s. You ain't got no gray hair yet. What the fuck's your problem?
I do have gray hair in my beard. It's just hard to see because
the thing then, Trump, about the comedy issue is that I tend not to laugh a lot about a lot of things, but other people find the things that I say funny.
Wait, so you laugh?
It's my lack of, like you were saying about the people who get into comedy so deeply. You know, I'm not that deep into it. I'm just saying that I have that kind of an attitude. Well, I say things that other people find funny that I don't find funny. I just say it.
That makes sense.
I would like to say something. Trubs, did you?
Yeah, of course.
Trubs, did you do before your thing when people used to talk, their thing used to vibrate, and I know who would be talking. Now it ain't doing it. Did you do something so I could figure out who was talking?
It used to
Why
just
does
do
it
it
matter?
automatically. I don't know why it's not.
That way
doing
I
it.
would know who was saying something, and I would be able to make a comment to rate whoever was making their comment.
Okay, look at mine. You can see mine vibrating.
Especially know that
Yeah,
I don't need to know who you are, but
So hold
You
on.
know
It only works if you're not on video. So myself and you, Patrick, it won't show when we're talking, but everyone else it should.
Yeah,
it's not showing on my. It's not showing on my end. But anyway, okay.
No, of course not. It only shows on the people that don't have the camera on, like Charles
Right,
just
it's
said.
not showing on mine. It's not. They're not. Their things ain't vibrating, so I can't.
Oh,
figure
okay. You're saying like everybody else, like me, Andy C. Mall, and
right. They're not
Gavin.
vibrating. It's just they're staying like completely still.
I think it's got Gavin and Melody are wearing something.
So I'm going to contradict myself earlier because I'm comparing myself and I'm currently jealous. Why the fuck does Patrick have like a frame around his fucking picture? Mine's a circle.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that before.
I think there's something.
Cell phone and yours is computer.
Something to your deal, dude.
Is that why?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's kind
Okay.
of this.
I think there's something different. I think there's something fucked up with your deal because their things ain't vibrating either.
They are for me.
It's you. It's
Well, they ain't for me.
Exactly. It's a you problem, not an us problem.
So are you on a phone?
Yeah, I'm on a.
If you're on your phone, it's probably so small you're not noticing it because it doesn't. It's not a very large thing.
Well, I have it. I also have it on my. I have it switched on my TV too.
And you're not seeing it when they talk?
No, man, I'm not seeing it, dude.
I probably need to change the
I would
batteries.
think that you would if that's going on.
I don't know why it's showing up for me. I mean, I don't know what I can do on my end.
So it's when you guys are seeing them vibrate then?
Yeah, I can see people, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can hear us talking.
Yeah, but I would like to know who's talking so I know who to refer to.
Can't tell who's who. Like it's only Mal, Melody, and I mostly talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. With the English people, I have a hard time distinguishing who's who with the English.
I don't.
He's saying that you
all. Yeah, but okay, you know you're great. You're a great man. You're a great man.
We all look the same.
Yep.
So you can't tell, you can't differentiate between the voices of all of us.
I'll talking to deep Melody.
I already made my fucking statement. Everyone keeps asking me. I already said it once, then twice, then 3 times. Then it's going on, and they keep and again and again and again. Is this a comic? Is this a comic fucking skit?
That's subjective. We're just discussing that. But my thing isn't vibrating because I don't know.
The reason mine is in a square, like it's supposed to, like that, is because I'm different than the rest of you fucking nerds.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
You're all weenies, and I am obviously unique.
So let's explore the psychology. Let's explore the psychology of people who repeatedly say good things about themselves. Why do they do that?
Because they're fucking happy. Possibly because they're
narcissistic personality disorder.
Well, no, it's because they're trying to convince themselves and other people because they're actually insecure.
Wait, you said because they say good things about themselves, right?
No, not just saying good things about themselves, but repeatedly saying good things about themselves in a context to down other people.
Okay, well, let's talk about people that say they're constantly brilliant, highly intelligent, and they don't need money for their brilliance. Let's talk about them kind of people.
So who's that?
Them kind of people.
Who's that?
I wonder. Well, who is that?
It's not me.
At least the one that is saying that he's a nice guy and all that makes a few bucks.
So the irony behind this.
No, the irony is.
Does he mean me?
You constantly point out that I say I'm a genius when I never do, which shows that you think I'm a genius and you're obsessed with it.
or you don't might say you never say you're genius. Or you
Has,
say you
has
got some
anyone
kind of better intellect.
has
Shit.
anyone here other than Patrick ever heard me say that I'm a genius or like a fucking anything like that, even one time ever?
You've never said any kind of boasting things about yourself. It's always more defecating things.
Yeah, that's my sense. That's my sense of humor. But yes, so what happens is other
Get
people
the fuck
think
out of here.
other people think that I am smart.
Come clean,
they get-
Smelly. You gonna tell
and
me
they-
you never heard this motherfucker say it?
Mute him
That he
if
had
you want.
some high fucking
I have a
Like
few
a really
times.
loud weenie that doesn't say much, fat boy.
I try not to abuse the mute feature, but when I have to, I do use it.
It's needed for
Yeah,
Patrick.
sorry,
I mean, you gotta
across
keep
the
your finger on the
line.
button.
I know I've used it a few
I haven't
times.
really. I've
But-
seen it. Actually, no, I don't think that I've ever seen it. But
So there are numerous times where I've said things that can make you think that I think I'm smart.
Oh,
But that's not the same
So
thing.
you're telling me you're so smart, you can make me think that you said something that you really didn't.
You're the funny thing is you're proving my point here. I've said none of that. You think I'm smart and you're insecure about it. That's why you're obsessed with it.
No, I don't think you're smart.
Then
I don't
why are
think
you
you're
obsessed
fucking-
with it?
I think you're funny.
How
I
do
think you're
you
funny.
believe that I've said I'm a genius when I've never said it when
Listen,
you don't believe
I
I'm
don't
smart?
think you're a genius, but I think you're funny.
Okay.
But looks aren't everything. Okay, looks
Okay.
aren't everything.
He's
You're-
stroking your ego. I think he wants to see your fire pubes.
The flaming forest.
But Trubs, is your name Center or Trub? So Trubs is no longer your name now.
I changed it, but it doesn't matter. You can call me whatever you want.
T. Roberts.
Notice how you're the only one, and me. These other ones are cowards hiding.
all the time.
I don't look at it that way. People have
Yeah, I didn't ask you how to look at it.
People
I said,
have-
notice.
people
I
have
said
many
no.
reasons.
You don't look at anything anyway.
What are you
You
talking
have-
about? Andy
You're,
C.
you're saying
Melody,
you look at everything,
there's
look at
no
everything,
name.
but then when you're told to look at it, you don't look at it. What the fuck do you do? You look at you tell us to look at everything, and then when it's time to look at everything, you don't
I'm
look
not,
at everything.
hold on. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your theory. I'm saying that I disagree. I think that you're wrong about your assessment. I don't think it means anything.
My assessment. This ain't
Your
no
ass-
assessment.
Yes, it was. You made an assessment on
Patrick, look
what
at you.
you made
Okay,
an assessment on what it means when other people aren't on camera, that they're cowards. I disagree.
I don't have a webcam for my computer.
You're
I'm
a
probably
coward
the
too,
one anyway.
Trobs. I mean, Trobs. But you said
Okay,
you wrote a book. But
On,
you
on
wouldn't
your
tell us
on
the
your last
title of the
statement,
book.
I never
you got onto Trobs about having center left atheists, but look at yours. You have I dot 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 R dot dot dot. So what's the difference here, huh?
I are.
Well,
What are you talking about? That is
why don't you have
I
Patrick Rowe on there? Why don't you
Patrick
have
looks
Patrick
like a
Rowe?
mall Santa.
You already know who I am.
So you can't say a goddamn thing about Trobs whenever you've got you're completely and you change it all of the fucking time. So you can't say a goddamn word.
I ran, therefore I are.
Anyway, what's the next subject? I don't feel like talking about it. Anyway, what's the next subject?
Yeah.
Subjects come up organically. We don't just pull them out of thin air.
Yeah, but I really like this one. Still, he's trying to flip this shit into politics. Comical. Why he's a comedian.
We talk about whatever.
Everything is politics in the end.
Yeah,
Everything.
Everything.
Politics and
Everything can be-
philosophy.
deduced down to politics.
Because
Philosophy.
politics is not just random arbitrary shit. It's literally how your brain is wired.
Well, and Fox News has really perverted it by putting sex and gender,
That's
all that
true.
bullshit.
That's true.
Anything they see on TV they didn't like. And now
So
that's
let me
political.
change that. So politics is both. So the
Everything
the
that I
core,
talk about isn't
I
politics.
shouldn't have said that. Now you motherfuckers are going to just talk about politics.
we're not talking about just politics. We're talking about the actual structure of politics as it relates to
That's what
personality.
I'm talking about. Why don't you just keep talking about fucking comedy?
We were.
Why you got a funny face and you're not?
Patrick, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
I want to keep talking about
nothing more political than comedy.
Humor.
That's political.
That's how is that any different than comedy? For God's sakes,
humor is political.
You can't get more political than comedy. That's why
that's actually, hold on, that's a good topic. Why is it that conservative comedians always suck? They're never funny, ever.
Can I ask
their humor, what they find funny?
This is going to sound
Are there
bad
any?
now.
I didn't know there was a. Okay, can you give me an idea of a conservative?
What comedians
so
conservative?
Gutfeld on Fox News is a conservative comedian.
I wouldn't even call him a comedian. He's actually a political
dumbass
commentary.
Yes, but that's what oftentimes that's what it is. Like, for example, the Jon Stewart, he uses comedy for his political commentary. That's the same deal.
Jon Stewart is a comedian. Greg Gutfeld is a news guy,
commentator.
Right.
He's basically nothing. He's a Red Eye, a late night show doing comedy.
But Greg Gutfeld, but the fact is, Greg Gutfeld's blowing Jon Stewart off his fucking.
So hold on.
If you want to get down to it, Greg Gutfeld's blowing them motherfuckers and all them late night guys off the motherfucking. He's winning.
You believe that because you're conservative. You're biased. You're not able to see reality.
I told you I wasn't a conservative.
There's more liberal commentators than there is conservative. Like there's the reason Fox has so many news for one network is because it's the only conservative network next to Newsmax, which came around early 2000s or mid 2000s. But the left has like 5 different late night comedians that are all left leaning, where you only have Fox on the right.
So I'd ask a question about comedy then. Why is it female comedians are considered to be not as funny because all they talk about is vaginas and relationships?
I'm biased, but I personally find female comedians fucking hilarious a lot of the time.
I find some of them are, yes.
Well, except for Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer has a shitty type of humor. It's just not funny.
Hers is just like a rock kind of. Yeah, a lot of it plagiarism.
I had what was it? What's his name?
Agree. I don't find female comedians as funny as males. I agree.
I agree.
Stand up, the actual lives, like the stand up, like the little clubs where they have people go in, random people. Watch those comedians versus the big ones. I mean, because for the longest time it was male dominated. I mean, it goes all the way back to like the 1920s and shit before women had rights. Males dominated everything, and then females trying to get into that. I mean, it was very hard.
Yeah, definitely. What's the other one? What is Silverman? What is Sarah Silverman? What is her?
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, I don't find her funny at all.
Silverman, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
She's not incredibly hilarious, but I find her attractive, which makes me find her more funny than I otherwise would. I'm biased, but it's funny how that works. Like, if someone's a comedian and they're also attractive, I'm more likely to find them funny. Even I know that if they weren't, I wouldn't find it funny.
Do you not think then that you would find them funnier because they look funny?
That bitch from Johnny Carson was attractive. Joan
Rivers. Tommy Cooper is a very famous one.
What? Joan Ripper? What's her name?
Rivers.
Joan Jett. Joan. She was on Johnny Carson, then she had her own show. That Jew fucking Joan.
Are you talking about Chelsea Handler?
You thought Joan Rivers was attractive.
Joan Rivers.
Comedy Central has a couple good ones. There's a blonde chick and then a black girl in there that are pretty funny. I don't know their names, but I've watched their. Comedy Central seems to get some pretty good talent. That and Saturday Night Live.
I don't know. Haven't seen her.
That lady on Saturday Night Live, she's on there for ages now. She used to be on Mad TV.
The different ways of presenting comedy and different subjects and topics, and some people just don't find it funny, like Trump said earlier. You know? Mm-hmm. And you go, "Oh, I don't find them funny." I don't find that woman funny because she's talking about periods or something. You know? And other people will find it hilarious.
It comes down to comprehension levels.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can comprehend it quickly, you're going to get it as funny. Where conservatives tend to be more slow.
Sometimes, yes. I don't think it's all about comprehension. So with when you're talking specifically about conservatives, I tend to agree. But it's possible that you can comprehend the whole point of a joke and still not find it funny.
Yeah. Execution is key too. But
that's true. But like
reading the room
quick, and where right people seem to play off of like biases like sex or race or bullshit like that.
I find it difficult to understand the difference between conservative comedy being funny or not funny and democratic, or the right, the left.
Well, so when I said that, I wasn't necessarily making a dichotomy. I wasn't saying conservative comedy versus left-wing comedy. I'm just saying that conservative comedians suck. In my experience, they're just never
I don't get that.
Louder with louder.
So I'm not necessarily by saying that like democratic type comedy is funny. I do find it more funny, but that's not exactly the point.
Are you finding the jokes and the funny and the humor less funny because you're not conservative?
No, I don't think that it's because I'm not conservative. It's because the type of humor, again, it goes back to the 3 types of humor. That type of humor is based on a perceived superiority. It's why they go, black people are less than you. And then like,
okay, I didn't know that.
That's what I mean. And it's a type of humor. And that type of humor
who is a Democratic comedian or a Republican comedian? The Democrats have destroyed comedy because they fucking, what do they call that? You woke guys are making everybody leave. They're making the movies all fucked up. So who is you said Greg Gutfeld. Name another Republican comedian.
That's the only one that came to mind. But by the way, I looked it up. He is a comedian. He's technically a comedian.
Okay, here's another one.
Louder.
That's the only one I can think of. Oh yeah, freaking Crowder.
He thinks he's a comedian.
Ain't fucking comedians. These are stupid ass guys on YouTube.
Okay,
but it kind of goes.
I'm talking about comedians, like fucking comedians.
But that you can't think of any goes to my point. They suck. They fail. They can't.
They're not comedians. They're YouTube fucking motherfuckers.
If you're trying to make people laugh as part of your job, you're a comedian.
They're not.
Tim Allen,
Crowder with Chowder.
Norm Macdonald,
he is a political fuck.
Adam Carolla.
Did you ever watch Crowder? Crowder's not trying to make anybody laugh.
If you shut up,
he's a political activist.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Trobes, can you see my VR test vid that I've got here that I've got ready for presentation or not?
Yeah, you want me to put it up?
Yeah, why not? It's only half a minute. I bought one the other week. I don't know fuck all about it, man. This is in my room with my computer, and this is the
that's
VR
augmented
headset.
Reality. That's not
No, exactly.
What's the difference?
Just started.
Well, because augmented reality is adding things to our current reality. You still see reality around you and adding things to it, where VR is a virtual space.
That's reality. I got news for you. You ain't in reality.
Can't you see everything around him? You can see his room and everything. But it's augmented with multiple screens. So therefore it's called augmented reality.
So what Gadwin is doing is he's trying to dumb it down for people who can't comprehend this.
No,
so the comparative is immersive reality.
I've just never seen it before.
I wasn't talking about you, Melody.
Immersive reality is what you're all thinking VR is, and that's when you're actually there in a real life environment, which is also a very, very real thing. And I will put up a video of that shortly. But yeah, that was.
You got one of those fantasy robots you have sex with too.
That's next, Patrick. I just got to go and get my liver replaced first.
This isn't the same thing as DVR, is it?
I'm thinking about buying one of those robots if they're not too expensive.
They're pretty fucking expensive.
It's the same idea as fapping. It's just better than your hand.
Man, Get yourself a VR headset and go to the porn.
And it doesn't nag at you.
Immersive viewing website, brother, before you go to the robot. Okay?
So do what before you go to the robot?
So what do you do?
It's
You
called immersive viewing. Okay, go to any VR anything, and go to immersive viewing. But I highly suggest at least whipping through some porn site.
Okay.
Hey, so you geek out on shit all day long?
You've got to at least see what they're up to these days, man, and you'd be blown away.
I want headphones on. I want my surroundings. I want somebody walking in. I'm there.
do you need any special equipment to go to these places?
Yeah,
you need a doll.
I got the latest. I got the Meta 3, so that's what that video was from.
So do you need something like that in order to go to these immersive
motherfucking weenies? Like
it makes it immersive. Whereas if you do it from your mobile phone held up to your eyes, it's not quite the same thing. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This immersive vision is like you are there. Like if you look down to your crotch, this imaginary woman is fucking handling your cock.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a trans,
so you do this often then, huh, Audie?
No, I got this thing a week ago, and I've been there once, Melody.
So hold on. Can you
away though how full on it is these days?
Can you like make it customized? Like, can I make Melody like all up on my cock?
God damn it!
She would have to do a VR.
Drops, you fucking sicko.
You know what I mean? She'd have to have the VR camera.
Melody, I know you ask them, Melody. Go ahead and ask them your question.
No, okay. Well, at least I didn't turn on my camera, or else you could have.
No, Melody, used it. Melody, ask them. If I get
it's in 1080 quality at least.
I make a black guy.
It's quite intense, man. It's quite intense.
So, but what are you planning on using it for, Audie? I'm
not using it for nothing. I'm not using it for nothing.
He's using it for sex and to fucking be a goof. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, he's using it to save the world. He's gonna fucking figure out the AIDS. Oh yeah, Melody. He gonna figure out everything.
All right. The latest Resident Evil is like $90, and then you've got porn for free. So what was I going to check out?
Well,
Audie, go have a quick look at the porn.
If you go to Steam, they're having a big sale right now. You can get Skyrim VR, and play that.
Nice, dude. I cannot get the link to work. I've got the cable, but I can't for some reason get it to work properly, and it's just beginner glitch. But yeah, that's why I haven't got any Steam games, but I'm trying.
Yeah,
the moment I get Steam working, I'll be hammering that.
Does hentai look more realistic?
Oops. Sorry, Mao?
Does hentai look more realistic?
I haven't looked at hentai, but that'd be great because it's cartoon. But I've just gone real life. But so you look at it, say VHS to DVD quality image. But it's all around you, wherever you look, in any direction, though.
Basically, whenever it's like when they record a porno, but they put the camera on the guy's head, so wherever he's like in it, films everything around him in 360. And then that way, when you put it on, or the viewing mode of it, you can look around and see everything that guy could see at the same time.
They call it POV, point of view. Not that I would know, of course.
Well, it's a 360 camera. Though.
Yeah, it was more impressive than I thought it would be. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
it's in its early development stages. I've seen the option on some of the sites.
I still like the robot because afterwards the robot would make me a cup of tea.
Nice. It is still very hollow, guys. Don't get it. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. I know I'll never get it, but I bet you how many.
Patrick, you only have maybe a good 5 years left on this planet, so
what difference? What difference does it make if I have tomorrow? I may have tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you better lose some weight.
You might not have. You might not have till tomorrow. I mean,
yeah, and I'll probably die
Saturday. I'm not going anywhere. So
I'm older than you dumb fucking jerk. I've done more than you. I ain't even worried about that tomorrow, you dumbass.
You should work
I can
on
do
your
whatever the
emotional
fuck I
intelligence.
want. You can't do shit.
You need to calm down. Your blood pressure's getting too high.
You're surrounded by your dumbass kids, and you're fat fucking weight. You sit there and play games. You said you're divorced, and you motherfuckers all play games and eat Pop-Tarts and
Pop-Tarts. I hate
on
Pop-Tarts.
welfare.
Fuck that.
I was learning about this
last fucking 10-hour days of fucking week.
I like Pop-Tarts.
We were learning about this last week in my crazy person class. It was talking about emotional dysregulation, where you can't control that. Like most people have like that. Most people get angry or the impulse to be angry, but they don't have to automatically jump on that impulse. They have the ability to think before they do it. Some people have no emotional regulation at all.
Crazy person
low emotional intelligence. So
yes, I go to a crazy person class.
No filter.
You go to a crazy person class?
Yes, because I'm crazy.
Yeah. I went to one for years. They're great. You get to sit there and talk about it. Sometimes they give you a drink, and then you just sit there and tell them all your problems.
No, you guys are all, you're all fucking hyped up on drugs. It's
you're the one drinking, Patrick.
That is originally why I went. So, because I had to keep going in order to keep getting my drugs. However, I quit and I keep going because it's fucking awesome. Like,
but
it's just
Trump, wouldn't
fun.
that take your gun you told me, I think I was on here a couple of weeks ago. Wouldn't that take your gun permit away?
No. You have to do some serious shit to lose your gun. You have to like.
Whoa, son. You can't be taking fucking psych meds and shit.
Yes, you can. There's no law that has anything to do with psych meds and guns.
Hold on.
You're right. But you're not. Yeah, you're right. But it depends on what your psychological.
You got to be like fucking schizophrenic or have antisocial personality disorder or some shit.
Right,
like,
unless you did something dangerous. Okay, you're right.
Almost every American in the country has some mental illness. We're fucked up.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, that clearly has mental illness.
That's not true.
Most people that are American have either anxiety and or depression. Almost all.
PTSD.
It's very normal in America to go to a therapist.
What? Yeah. What? Documented?
Yes.
Not really, Matt. We don't have specialized medicine here.
No, fuck
Republicans in the 80s gutted our mental health care system so they could give the rich a tax cut. So they closed down all the asylums and everything and just shoved all the dangerous ones into prisons and basically made it say if they go to a shrink, it's going to cost you.
Did you hear what I said? I said most. You said most people. You said documented Americans.
No, hold on, not documented. More than 50% of the population in the United States has some form of mental illness.
Well, probably all under fucking 30, I would suppose, or 40.
No, I would say most of them are older.
Most of them never done anything. Like Melody got it. You got it.
They always think that mental health is for wussies, so therefore they never get any kind of mental help. And then
Dad Goof got it, you got it, somebody got it.
They do, and they won't admit it. They won't admit that they've gone to a therapist because there's still like a stigma.
Yes, because
it's starting to subside, but it's still 100%. It's
the boomers are dying off, so we're kind of getting into the clear better.
You want them all to die off, don't you? I mean, boomers are the ones that fucked everything up in my opinion.
It doesn't matter.
Generation in world history.
It was the World War II guys that fucked everything up. They made boomers.
No,
and then boomers fucked everything up. And then and then hippies. And then they had fucking clowns like you.
Part of the boomers.
No. My dad was in the Korean War. My dad was in the fucking Great Depression. So
Boomers
I
are
ain't
from
party, you motherfucker.
1940 to 1950.
What the fuck?
I think that's what Patrick needs. I'm really good at aggression out.
All right, that is too distracting. I can't listen to that at all. I can't do it. It's like really loud.
That makes me dizzy.
Andy 504's point about stereotypes.
So I wanted to bring Chad into this because I've said it before. I don't automatically think stereotypes are negative.
No, of course not.
I think
it's ingrained in us. There's no way around it.
Now, racism and bigotry, that sort of shit is always bad. However, there are stereotypes that are based on truth that serve a purpose.
And stereotypes are pattern seeking anyway.
But even whenever it comes to race, I mean, you're still going to have some stereotypes behind it. I mean, you're not just going to allow everything. You're always going to be
stereotypes for like stoners. Like automatically, somebody's a stoner that they're qualified as stupid, slow, all this dumb shit.
Yeah.
And it's not true. It all comes down to the individual.
Oh, you're telling me a bunch of goofballs stoned out of their minds, bunch of great guys.
There are people that I've met who smoke weed that are fucking geniuses that do more than you could ever do in your life.
If you're a genius, if you ain't, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about smoke. I care about if you're a productive person of society.
There's nothing else that's
more important. I'm talking about a productive person of society.
No one gives a fuck about productivity.
Productive person
no one cares about productivity. Who cares?
Unproductive people of this society.
Who cares? It's irrelevant to anything.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't give a shit about productivity. It's not important to anyone. I don't care.
It's important to the fucking civilization.
It's important to rich people. That's only people that benefit.
What the fuck?
Patrick,
if you're in a village, if you're just in a village, if you're in a village in the middle of nowhere, and somebody ain't productive, are you fucking high?
You're just a leech,
Patrick.
You're a leech on society. You sit and waste your time doing absolutely nothing.
Well, to be fair, I don't I sort of agree with what I said, but I was mainly just trying to get Patrick worked up, which worked really well.
Listen. If you were in a little village in Numbnuts, or you were being disgusting. You know how disgusting you are? They like, dude, you're too fucking dirty. You got to go. You're going to contaminate the whole village. So you're out. You'd be ostracized.
Patrick, we would have done away with you a long time ago.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You need people like me.
No, we don't live in a society. We don't live in a society any longer.
I'm the guy who knows how to use guns, you dumb motherfucker.
It doesn't
teaching you dumbass how to shoot.
It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to shoot a gun.
And I know how to breed. You don't even know how to breed. What you breed, we've seen you. A bunch of little retards that sit there and eat popcorn and watch fucking dumb games.
About the social media.
Well, at least he's not emotional about it.
Yeah, he never gets emotional.
They're bringing social media from you guys internally.
You guys don't get emotional. Look at you there.
Yeah, we don't have brain damage.
Patrick, listen to me. Let me ask you, do you have kids? Do you have a child?
Do you have a child?
Yes, I do. No, but you just said.
No, but tell me about your child. Tell me about your child. Wait a minute. Did your child still live with your grandmother? Does your child still live?
Listen to me.
Does your child still live with your grandma?
You are superior because you're saying, okay, you just said you guys don't even know how to breed. But if you don't even have a child, then how are you like more superior over anybody else in this chat?
I didn't say I was superior.
Well,
you act
that's what you said to
You
everybody.
You act like you're
You
better
don't
than
even
everybody
know how
all
to
the
breathe.
time.
but it's not
just
what
run your
he's
mouth.
doing.
I know how to breathe.
He's trying to alleviate his insecurity. It's why he does that. He don't actually believe he's superior to anyone.
I might have 50 fucking kids, as many sluts as I fuck. I might have 100. Fuck, I don't know.
That's what
Now
he's
confusing
insinuating.
real people with his
That's what
hand.
he's getting behind. Is you guys don't know how to breed, so I'm just saying it
It's
like
always-
on an
So
individual
hold
level.
on. This
Individual.
is quantity versus quality. I would never have sex with a slut, which makes me superior to you all day long. It's about having standards.
I have on many occasions.
Yeah,
And I
so
don't give a
have I,
fuck.
brother. Yeah, I have.
So-
And guess
Classify
what?
your right hand as a
Guess
slut
what?
drop.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, when all my mates are going home on their own, and I've got the slut, and they're going, well, look what you got. And I go, yeah, well, what are you going to do all night? Sleep?
But personally, honestly, this would never happen with me, but I would rather be a virgin my entire life than ever have sex with a slut one time, period.
But what if you were like
I'd rather
I
play
was,
video
and
games
I
than
was a
waste my
slut
time
as
with
well?
that.
How do you know if you have or haven't had sex with a slut, and what exactly do you consider a slut? That's another
hold
thing.
on.
That's subjective.
That's complicated. So
let's say a woman had sex with more than one person. So
no, that's not what I would consider a
one
slut.
person
No, a
besides
girl
you,
just goes around
then
just
you could
sleeping
call
with
them a
everybody
slut.
that gives her
So
attention.
it's obviously complicated and nuanced.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's subjective.
So I would say the obvious, like just for the sake of this talk, the obvious people that just don't give a fuck and will sleep with anyone. That's what I mean when I say a slut.
So here's the thing.
I would like to
When it
answer
comes-
Melody's question. I don't have any kids, but I made unless a slut somehow the rubber ripped or whatever. But I didn't want any. But
and I understand that, and that's fine. That's fine. I have no qualms about that whatsoever.
But
when you're in a long-term relationship,
if I did have reared a kid, I don't think the fucker be either totally fucked up or be a good guy or a good girl, or totally fucked up. He wouldn't be some space case like what I'm witnessing here. He'd either be totally fucked up or a good person. Not like the very least you guys are is a mediocre space case.
But but you were making a blanket statement about everybody in chat except for you. It sounded like, okay, well, I've had kids and you guys haven't.
I meant the ones on this panel, but I do. Basically, you're right, but I meant on this channel, but on this chat in general,
on this panel, they have
in chat in general on Las Vegas, a bunch of fucking weenies. So I agree. If you want to stretch it there, I agree. They're all a bunch of fucking whacked out weenies.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say everybody, but yeah, a lot of them are for sure. I can't deny that. I don't think anybody.
Back to the slut thing. It boils down to body count, doesn't it? Does it matter why they do it?
Right.
I have to have an argument in favor of it. Because if you're married and things like this, where are most divorces started? In the bedroom. This is well known, right? So if most divorces are started in the bedroom, and somebody has a higher body count, and somebody has a very low body count, like 1 or 2, where are you going to go for the more?
Thing, I guess a good one.
Where are you going to go for the more stable relationship?
So I could agree with that if your end all be all was the issues in the bedroom, which I find to be almost negligible in importance compared to the character of the person in question. And there's no such thing as a good slut. There's no such thing as a moral slut.
I don't, even though I was never married, I don't think I want to throw in. I don't think they started in his bedroom. I think they started with financial. My opinion is they started financially.
Normally that is the case.
a lot of it comes down to people's
with being a
addiction.
slut.
People
No, I
get
disagree
addicted
with
to
that.
things.
No,
Like
when it comes to
drugs,
marriages,
alcohol,
I mean,
sex.
going
People
bad.
don't,
Okay.
people don't cheat on other people financially.
Okay. So I didn't hear the first. Sorry, I didn't hear the first part of this conversation. So you're talking about somebody that's married, and Mel. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, okay, Melody. The one guy said he thought the reason a marriage goes bad is from the bedroom. And Trubs, what did you say? You said what?
Disagree.
I said that I don't really care because that's not important to me. Like I'll easily stay with a woman for the rest of my life if she sucks in the bedroom, if she's a good person, because that's what matters to me.
Oh, and then I said I thought the reason and then I said the reason I thought, even though I've never been married, but I've had I thought that marriages died out because of financial. I thought that they were gone.
And
I
tend to agree that for a majority of cases, percentage-wise, it has to do more with finances than anything else.
Yep, that's the one. So
Nowadays.
that's the number one cause of divorce is because of finances.
Nowadays. But if you look at divorce rates, like lesbians have an 80% divorce rate, where gay men have about a 20% divorce rate, and then average straight people is around 55%.
Yeah,
so in other words, if you're pro-marriage, you have to be pro-gay. There's no way around it.
Well,
Where the fuck did gay come into this?
Lesbians
it depends.
tend to get.
Let's talk about the gays.
Lesbians tend to get divorced more than anybody else because there's two women in a relationship.
Well, because
you know why? Because they're doubly fucking pissed about finance.
Let me tell you,
bitching about money, so they got to be fucking bitching about money more. They're always the one bitching about money, so it's got to be why they're always bitching. No, I mean, am I wrong?
I don't know. On this one, I don't know.
Yes, no, lesbians, they get more angry about each other.
Relationships are gay. It's because there's no women.
I need to have enough people to make a decent sample size before I can have an opinion. I've known like maybe 4 lesbians in my life. Like I don't have enough info.
I've been around like a group of different lesbians, and so no,
I worked with
whenever you get like 2 women, it can be like a fucking disaster. Like female hormones, yeah. So it's
why is one of them so fucking ugly all the time?
So
I did notice that there's always an ugly one, and then there's the
it happens all over across the board because I'm really good friends with a lesbian.
I've always seen there's always a butch.
That's what they mean, I think.
Ugly ass fucking guy, girl.
So
she looks like a guy with a nice looking girl. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think that's
with
the
a
same
nice
thing.
looking girl, and then. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
So I think you guys are talking about the same thing. I believe
it's got money.
I believe when you say ugly, what you mean is you're not attracted to that person, and that's what butch is.
Obviously.
But, no, I know, but butch.
I'm saying, you know what a butch dyke is?
Yes,
you got like a crew cut,
that's
like a Marine or whatever.
I know, that's what I'm talking about right now.
Mean looking, plus she looks like
for Patrick.
Yes.
Zero.
Like
that's
you say something like.
That's what I'm talking about, Patrick. Jesus Christ!
Of a child.
Talk about mean motherfucking bitch.
So what I believe is, you personally find them unattractive, which is what ugly means. And that's because they're butch. And when you're butch, you're playing the role of a dude. It's a role.
Right. Exactly.
That's the whole point. That's why they find them attractive in the first place. So it's like, that's why. That's the answer to it.
The answer to what?
The reason why.
So why don't they just go out with a fucking guy?
The reason why you find them ugly is because they don't want to be attractive to you. They want to be attractive to
You're missing my point. I'm looking at a lesbian couple. I'm looking at a butch dyke with a nice looking girl, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
That's what I just described in detail.
Okay,
gone over that multiple times now, Patrick.
A lot of times they want like a more masculine and then a more feminine, because the thing is that women, we are fucking dramatic. And so if you get a bunch of women, then there's going to be drama central. So men, our hormones are just like different than y'all's. And you just, it can be
you see about 8 women sitting around a table having a conversation, and a guy walks over and everything goes quiet. And when the gay guy walks over, he gets to join the gang.
Yeah.
Right.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, but smell it. Did you when you first joined that first YouTube thing, you was gay. I mean, you was gay all the way. You was gay for the stay. Don't you remember?
No, I didn't say I was gay. I said that I was bi. I didn't say that I was gay.
So you had a butch guy, a butch lesbian or whatever?
No,
another girl out.
Never been. So I've always been with men, just because. Well, you know why. But
I don't care about all that. I'm talking about your guy, goofy girlfriend looking guy, or whatever.
Just joking.
I'm like barely bi. So I really don't get with women.
I'm talking about the guy girl. You know, the girl.
Okay.
Guy.
So I am friends with like a couple of different. Okay, so I'm not really friends with the one group that I used to be, just because I'm not friends with her anymore. But anyway, so I am friends with lesbians that they're like, there's a group of them, and they tend to. It's like, okay, one of them is girlfriends with the other one, and then they switch around. It's like this switcheroo, and I'm just like, oh my God, how are you guys like remaining friends whenever like one girlfriend like goes with somebody else, and then I've never seen anything like it. There's like
in my
within like
experience,
many women,
they're all just girlfriends. They're not like a bunch of guy friends. They're just a bunch of fucking girlfriends. They're not like guy friends. They're just a bunch of fucking girls.
Makes sense.
All the lesbians I've known personally, I've known about 3 to 4 different couples, and all of them always seem to have low IQ, where they're very like they fight a lot.
Okay, that's fucking rude.
No,
they have low IQ.
I wish
do not put them all in a fucking category, calling them low IQ. Come on,
that's my experience.
That's your fucking experience.
He's wrong, because all the faggots in I'll say this: all the faggots I've ever seen were wealthy and fucking smart. So that proves to me,
absolutely,
he's fucking wrong. I don't think he ever been around fags. They always got money and are fucking wealthy.
Seen plenty of that.
Lesbian.
You motherfucker.
Lesbian. Okay, man.
Yeah, he was
complete opposite.
So for one, it was his personal experience. And 2, he said lesbians specifically, not gay people in general.
Again, Patrick can't comprehend what he hears. He just rants off about any fucking thing he thinks.
So what about men?
As a matter of fact, I've always seen
gay men are that they have low IQ.
No, I did not say that. Gay men tend to have high IQs, like fucking Alan Turing, who fucking cracked the Enigma code. He was gay.
So lesbians are stupid and gay men are smart.
I said my personal experience with the 3 couples of lesbians that I knew. I worked with 4 couples. I worked with 2 at my last job.
You don't even work.
I do so, you motherfucker. You fat piece of shit. I am so sick of your fucking whole shit. You don't work, you fat lazy motherfucker. All you do is sit around leeching off welfare, you fucking piece of shit. Go get a fucking job.
I leech off welfare. I leech off welfare.
What do you think fucking
I leech off welfare with a $26,000 Harley sitting out front? You fucking idiot.
Or you can make payments off of welfare.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Okay,
I don't think you understand what Social Security and
Fucking
Medicare
$800
is.
pistol sitting next to me.
Now fucking waving guns around, get him fucking shut down. Just kick his fucking ass off. I'm sick of hearing him fucking rant over every goddamn thing.
I got fucking another one set. I'm on welfare, you idiot.
You are.
You sound
You
like
don't
it.
understand what welfare is.
Shut your fucking face.
Well, you should try that for yourself. Because you never shut the fuck up. All you do is run your fucking gums
You said
non-stop about dumb shit.
you've
Nobody
been
wants to hear
working
your
around.
fucking stupidity.
You're the one.
Or having to listen to
Look,
you.
you're a fucking stinking liar is my point.
No,
You
you
said
are.
you
Fucking piece of
work
shit.
at a
Put your
fence
finger somewhere
company
else.
with your fucking family and they hired fucking gay women. Get the fuck out of my face, Jack.
What? I have no fucking idea what you're even on about. I don't even think you understand.
Well, I understand. Do you understand what I just
You don't
said?
understand a whole lot of things because it's been clear from this whole episode that you misunderstand every fucking thing you hear, and then you sit there and rant and scream at it. Like, I don't even get, like, you can't comprehend anything.
Yeah, you understood what I said, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
You gonna make threats?
I've got myself a new fetish. I want like a virtual reality version of Patrick to fuck my asshole while being angry. Like just to fucking grab me from behind and fucking give it to me.
Oh, I'd buy that for $1.
He couldn't even get it in there because his big gut would be hanging in the way. He hasn't seen his dick probably in 30 years.
I'm waiting for Patrick to go to the fridge for a drink so I can nick his bike.
It doesn't matter what my gut is. I paid for it, motherfucker. You Pop-Tart eating jerk.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it is.
What are you drinking, Pat?
You have any ice? Do you even have ice?
You have a good one, brother.
Take it easy, Mal. Patrick, if
what
you
you
quit
drinking?
outbursting, I would stop muting you.
It's tend to go on a bit random.
Yeah.
Ask Gadwin if he has any ice.
No, you had a good stint,
With a
brother.
tumbler
Thank you
glass.
for
Where's the
participating,
tumbler
mate.
glass?
Take
I
it
don't
easy,
drink
Mal.
alcohol. Alcohol's for
Okay.
low IQ people like yourself.
Looks like vodka, is it? Looks like water. What are you
Take
drinking?
care, Trobs. Thank you.
Take it easy, Mal.
Vodka.
Talk to you.
Oh,
Vodka.
rubbing alcohol. Ooh, yeah,
It's
that's not good.
vodka, soda water, and ice.
No, that sounds like a bitch drink.
Oh, that sounds like a bitch drink.
All the women I knew always drank vodka. That was a woman's drink.
Oh, well.
Stolicki.
No. Look at all the men in Russia drinking like besides grapes.
Well, that's all they have in Russia. They make it out of fucking potatoes.
Potatoes. No, that's Ireland.
Vodka. No, it's potato vodka. They're poor. Poor
All,
people eat potatoes.
all vodka's made from potatoes. It has to be, otherwise it's not vodka.
No, but some of them are made from at least like some of it is made
Martinis
from
tend to be
grapes.
vodka drinks. Like a Grey Goose martini is a
So
vodka.
hold on. What makes vodka vodka is that it is made from potatoes. If it's not made from potatoes, it cannot be called vodka. It's not possible.
But so I haven't had Grey Goose in a minute, but it seems
What
so
the
on the
fuck
side of
vodka?
it.
Can you
It
make
says,
vodka from corn?
but some of them
motherfucker?
are grapes. There's a little bit of grape in there. I think if I'm not, let me
It's
look
You
at
can
that.
make
Flavor
vodka
added
from
later,
things of
but-
potatoes.
Hold on. I might be wrong.
Might be wrong. You
I
ain't
am
never
wrong.
been right.
I am wrong.
The clear vodka is made from potatoes.
So what the hell? What makes vodka vodka then?
Okay, which vodka is made from grapes?
Even
So
grape.
Ciroc, Sonoma, Handguard. So it's usually the more expensive ones.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
I didn't even
Potatoes
know.
is the primary
Do
one.
they make vodka from grapes? I never heard of that.
Yes, they make it. It says that currently it's usually made from like wheat, rye, grapes, shit like that. It used to be
Don't they
made.
make it from corn too?
Yes, it used to be made only from potatoes. That's no longer the case.
Yeah, that was back. That was back like when the Russians. They were making it with corn and potatoes, and it was making them nuts.
That's what I thought, Andy, until I just looked it up. Apparently, there is such thing as wheat vodka.
Hey, I want to ask.
No, the stuff that made them nuts was methanol.
I want to ask Melody something. I haven't talked with Melody in probably a year or so, or maybe 2 years. Don't you usually?
I've talked to you on panel before, not that long ago.
But I haven't talked to you just like this, I guess. But don't you go? Don't every year you go fucking like hobnobbing over it? Have you went hobnobbing? I think the last time you went to fucking where have you been lately?
Oh, traveling?
Yeah.
So I went to Spain. I went to Madrid and Barcelona in September last year, and then I flew to Ibiza to watch one of my favorite EDM DJs, Armin van Buuren. And then I came back.
All in one shot or one.
Yeah. I went there for 2 weeks.
That was, and then that. So that was 2025.
Yeah.
And then 2024, where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere. It had been like a minute since I had gone anywhere. So.
And you didn't take the bus system or nothing like that? You didn't take the bus? When you was in Madrid? Okay, I guess that was yeah. And who'd you see again? The what? What was that? Who you seen? The what?
Armin van Buuren.
Yeah. Audie knows. Wow. Yeah. So he's one of the most famous DJs in the world. Huh?
Giuseppe Ottaviani, you went to see originally, didn't you?
I'm sorry. What'd you say again?
Giuseppe Ottaviani. You went to see him originally.
Didn't you? Yeah. So I did. I went to go see him in.
It was on the cruise. Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So, I went up there, and then I went to a few different cities. But yeah, I haven't traveled very much.
You went from the Netherlands all the way to Madrid in the same.
No. That was like a few years.
Only a couple-hour train ride, Patrick. It's not even that
groove
far.
Cruise. That's the word I'm looking for, Melody. It's the groove cruise.
The Netherlands and Madrid is not what. Wait a minute.
Train all the way down through France, down to Madrid, Spain. They have train lines linking all of it. They have high-speed rail in Europe that goes like 200 and some miles an hour. It only takes a couple hours to go from there.
Yeah, that's what I did to get from Madrid to Barcelona. Is I took like a high-speed train.
That reminds me, like that's a good topic. You remember back in like the fucking day when we were we were on top of everything technology-wise. Now we're left in the dust. Every other even third world countries are just fucking rushing past us.
Wait, the guy to get a passport is going to tell me about fucking travel.
What?
I got my passport. I'm one of the 5% of Americans that actually has a passport, buddy.
I don't.
You got a passport?
Yeah.
Then why didn't you go see remember when you were supposed to go see that whatever her name was?
Bianca.
Oh yeah. Oh, Bianca. Yeah.
Yeah. That went south. But yeah, it is what it is. I got my passport though. I hate that guy. I really do. I just fucking hate that guy. What a piece of shit human being.
I go through phases. He's one of the few people who can actually irk me, but most of the time, like today, it's just I can just kind of look past him. But
he's like a hemorrhoid on a hot day.
He can get that way. That's true. I've noticed that if I prepare myself mentally before I come on, of the possibility that's like him or someone like him might be on, then I can usually handle it pretty well. If I'm in a bad mood beforehand, then I'm like, I can't control it. I'm just going to fucking get pissed off.
Oh, I mean, just every little fucking thing. And then he just talks over everybody screaming.
Alcohol ruins all these streams.
Even for me, I used to drink a lot. I still drink occasionally, but when there was this big thing back in the TYT days. and there was this dude named Darth Dawkins, who's like a prominent theist. And back then,
did you deal with him?
Well, everyone wanted me to debate him because I was considered like the smart atheist dude in the TYT. So I went, and I was so fucking drunk, I couldn't even fucking make any point at all. And he just kept saying the same thing over and over. He was like, "You're stone cold drunk. You're stone cold drunk." And then nothing ever happened after that. Like, he wouldn't even accept a debate or anything. But I had fun while drinking, but for everyone else, I was a fucking retard, like a fucking idiot.
I understand. Yeah,
I think that's normally the case. I think you'll find, it's like that for most people. Yeah.
Well, I fucked up with Otangelo. I went in too hot. Same sort of thing.
Hey, put me on widescreen.
Should have gone in karma, Same
Why do you want on widescreen?
I want to just show you something.
Hold on. How do I do it? Maximize?
Proving that
he's doxing himself.
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're sending the feds for him fucking making dead threats.
So what? There's my pet. You ain't got to do nothing to me, motherfucker. Just show a passport. Just go on and go like this. Show your passport.
I don't have a camera on my computer, dummy. I already said it.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. You're a liar. You're a liar.
I don't have a webcam. Why would I have a webcam? I don't need a webcam.
You're a fucking liar. You can do that with a cell phone. You're a stinking liar.
So why does anyone even care?
Okay, let's just drop it.
That's what I'm wondering. Why does anyone care about who has a passport?
He said he got a passport.
I know, but who cares?
It ain't the passport. Look, the passport don't mean nothing.
Okay.
It's about the truth. It's the truth. It is the truth of the matter.
So do you
know the truth?
Hold on.
No, it's about the truth. Everybody talking all this shit. That's what is the fucking.
Do you live with Gadwin, or do you know him personally in real life? Because
you don't have a fucking. I've seen him on YouTube spawned on a little deer, hiding his back to the camera, la la la. So I know he has. This was years ago when I was living in Nashville. He has the capability. I don't want to hear all his bullshit. He's a liar. He's a lech. He's a liar, and he is a scumbag.
I don't fucking lie about anything, buddy. You're just a fucking piece of shit that wants to start shit with everybody. You're like a 12-year-old child. Perpetual.
Like a 12-year-old child. He's like a 12-year-old child.
Exactly. That's what a kid would do right there. You're proving my point.
He's proving my point. But I don't make shit up.
Sure you do.
12-year-old child makes shit up, you dumb motherfucker.
You fucking piece of
shit.
Does
a 12-year-old child have a passport, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, many of them do. Ones that travel.
Yeah,
you don't have to be 18 to have a passport, buddy.
If their parents bought them, you fucking moron.
It's not that expensive.
Oh my God, now you're just moving goalposts again.
It costs like 60, 70 bucks. And it lasts for 10 years.
It's way more now, Melody. Mine was
ours is like 400 over here, man.
I can only speak for myself, but it's not about money. I have like no interest.
Well, I got mine expedited, so it was close to the 600. It was like 500 and something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
It don't cost $500 for no passport.
It must be a
expedited where you get it done in like 4 weeks or some shit like that.
So I got mine, and the last one that I got mine, I got it in, I want to say 20. I think it was like 2018. So
they're good for about 10 years or something like that. So you have
they last for 10
years. Good for like 10. You don't even know how long they're good for. You don't know shit. He Googled something about it, and that's all he knows about it.
Right. Who cares? Let's have a pissing contest.
I don't want to talk about parents. My whole thing was proving he's a liar. I wanted to prove that he was a liar.
Hold on.
Just a little bit annoying.
Oh my God.
My 12-year-old son acts better than him.
Your 12-year-old son probably acts better than you.
Oh my gosh. You need to calm down. Patty
I
cakes.
hope he has an aneurysm. I just want to watch him die on stream.
Mr. Chris
Melody,
from the meaning
if
of
you
life.
fell in love with this moron on you chat, and he told you let's go to fucking Barcelona or something, and you go, yeah, let's do it. And you were going to pay for it, and you did pay for it, and it was time to go. He couldn't go.
I wouldn't fucking like have anybody pay for me ever. I do my own thing.
No,
but
you would have to pay for it, Melody. He's a bum. You think he has some money?
No, but the thing is that I've heard of people that somebody will like they'll ghost them, which is fucked up whenever they travel to somewhere else. Because I was talking to somebody on
Melody,
chat,
there was
and they said that.
There was a woman.
I have.
There was a woman over in Italy. You remember back in that? What was that first chat we was on? It was called whatever.
He wasn't paying for anything. You dumbass. See, there you go, making up lies again about shit that you have no idea. You can't comprehend what you actually
was trying to get that girl. Her name was Bermuda. Whatever. Big. He was a fucking Italian woman.
Shit up. He can't remember anything. The alcohol's rotted his brain away to nothing.
Remember. Why would I care?
I know. I'm wondering, why do you care? All you do is talk to other people.
You're from up there, my neck of the woods. You're in Mifflintown. I'm from Huntington County.
I'm not.
But I did live in Mifflintown for about 5 or 6 years.
Again, lying
you
again.
Dumbass.
So Patrick, I've noticed a theme with you. You get hyper fixated on individuals. Earlier it was me. Yeah. Now it's Gadwin. Why are you so worried about everyone else? What is it? I don't understand.
It's much.
It's low IQ. It's
low IQ. Oh, it's low IQ. It's low IQ. It is low IQ.
I was always gonna do that, wasn't it?
Wow.
Wow,
it's low. It's low IQ.
Talk about events.
These motherfuckers, you bunch of bums
about other people.
A bunch of fucking bums, and you sit around.
Well, let's take your Social Security away, your Medicare and your pension away.
Where did you take an IQ test? Where did you take an IQ test at?
School years ago.
You did it on Google, right? Nobody gave you no fucking IQ test in school. You lying ass prick.
Nobody does IQ test
motherfucker.
So you can. So hold on.
They give you an IQ test in school. You got to be blowing that shit off the fucking Richter scale.
You
know who they give IQ? You know, Truman Capote in.
I bet Patrick's
they give them one. They give like IQ. You got to be fucking shit up. Before they give you an IQ test, they just don't hand out IQ tests, you jerk.
Hold on. Yes, it is true that you have to go to a professional to get an IQ test, but it is also true that they still give IQ tests. You just have to get it done professionally.
They give them when you are fucking, when they think you are so fucking highly out there. Like they give you guys like tests like this motherfucker needs to be in special retardation class.
ADHD, buddy.
ADHD has nothing to do with IQ.
You guys are high IQ motherfuckers.
No
one said that.
You guys got right. The only things I'll give you credit. Why am I getting upset? Yelling at you fucking maniacs. You're right. Why? It's Friday. I got more money in the bank. I got more better. I'm better looking.
Care less.
I still can get my fucking meat up.
I'm not in a pissing contest with anybody.
So that is what you
ain't in a pissing contest. You ain't even in a contest.
That is what you want people to believe.
No, wait. You guys don't have a contest.
Do away with them.
You don't even have a contest.
Oh my
There
God.
ain't no con. I don't want to talk. Okay.
Look,
what's the next subject? What's the next subject?
Look, the fact that you even see anything as a contest proves the point. When you say things to me, I could care less because you're a pissant to me. That is how you view things when you have confidence. You, on the other hand, get angry and pissed off at everyone.
For everything.
I'm tough as nails. I'm tough as nails. Like
you're
fucking
flabby as a whoopee
cushion.
Did you know
who Dick
fucking you are?
is?
You're a fucking human version of a whoopee cushion. You just lay around with your fat body and fart all the time.
Let's go on to the next subject, Probs.
All right. So we're running before I go into anything.
Is it still comedy? Is it still comedy?
Well, hold on. We've jumped around a lot, but I'm running another 15 minutes just so everyone knows, and then we're shutting down.
No, you ain't, motherfucker.
Yes, I am. Although I do say that a lot and end up going over anyway, especially now that I don't have a job. But I'm going to try to.
You ain't never had a job.
What happened with your job, brother?
Hold on.
You're not a lovable man. You're not a lovable man, okay? You're not a lovable man. Okay, but anyway.
Patrick, you're doing that thing again where you're envious of me, so you try to talk shit to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
It's not working.
I'm projecting.
Exactly. That's what you're doing.
A lot.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is you're the only person who can't see it. Everyone else knows exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Well, they have zero self-awareness, people like him. They're unaware of all their actions. It's mind-boggling to me, like how oblivious to their surroundings they are, or even the shit they do.
So I believe that to an extent, but I do believe that when we say it, he knows that it's true on some level. I think that he pulls that's bullshit, ha ha ha, like, or laughs or whatever, but I think he knows that it's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When I look at my bank account, I look at my wallet, I look at my passport.
You're doing it again.
Then I look at you guys, I'm like,
you're doing it again.
I really want to be just like you.
Lives in a tiny little house and has a motorcycle.
Look at my, I'm a fucking old man. I still look better than you guys.
Look, how hilarious that I literally describe exactly what you're doing and you do it right after I tell you what you're doing. You did it again.
I don't care. It's true.
Exactly. You're proving my point.
He's good at proving my point.
How come you're wearing ears?
Because I was born with them.
No. I'm talking about them radio things.
Headphones?
Radio Goo Gaga.
I wear headphones almost all day long.
You are not Howard Costern.
What the hell? There's a lot of people that wear headphones.
I'm wearing headphones right now as well.
I wear headphones like almost all day.
Trobs, you need to upgrade to some Turtle Beach. I got the Stealth 700s. They're like 150 bucks.
I'm just okay.
Dude, that's a lot of freaking money. They better do a lot.
What's your next
the battery life on them is about 3 days.
What
so every
is
3
the
days
next
you have to charge them,
subject?
and the completely wireless. They're fucking amazing.
But I don't need wireless because I'm always right in front of my computer. Why would I buy it if I don't need it?
I've many times I've gotten up and almost fucking ripped the jack right out of my computer.
Get Google. You're always in front of your thing, ain't you? Till you get up and go to bed.
I work Monday to Thursday, 10-hour days, buddy.
I can walk all around my entire house. I don't even notice a disconnection, Trobes. Like I go any and everywhere and think of it.
I don't even think you go to the toilet and you're still in front of that motherfucker, don't you?
No, I don't carry my phone around. I don't have a cell phone. I don't like cell phones.
I don't
like
them.
I said when you go to the toilet, you still got your Google shit on.
I bring my phone with me, and I'm still on the internet.
if I have like something I'm listening to on and it's interesting, I'll wear them to take a shit or something like that. Because I mean, they're wireless. I can walk anywhere with my headphones.
Yeah,
on.
Google. Don't talk about interesting. You're playing Safe Star. You're playing fucking Star Wars or whatever. Don't try that. You're listening to
Star Wars.
I've gotten to the point.
A video game on the toilet. I listen to like lore videos or some shit that I have playing on YouTube.
I've got to the point where the shitter is like where I get most of my information. Like I can't shit without reading something or watching a video that's like informative or something. It's like, or reading a book. Like it's become my knowledge center.
No, I can't sit on a toilet. You're gonna give yourself some hemorrhoids. Keep doing that.
Did you
Probably.
Trubs, did you clean your shitter? Did you show your shitter since you cleaned it?
No, I haven't showed it, but I had to clean it because a plumber came out and I didn't want him to fucking like charge me 10 times more than what it costs.
I mean, does it look great? I mean, it looks.
No, it doesn't look great, but it looks a lot better than it did.
I mean, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Take hot steaming water and splash it all over that motherfucker.
I don't really care to clean it. Why am I going to go through the effort when I don't care about it?
All right, you stinky foul bastard. Go for what you know.
I just don't understand the draw or the fixation on
well,
it.
You wrote a song about it. You wrote a song about having a foul, stinky.
Yes,
stinky
the whole purpose of that song was satire. I know you don't know what that means, but I was making
No,
fun.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what satire means.
I know. I was making fun of the fact that other people had a belief about me based on the toilet because I don't care.
The fact is, there ain't no satire to it. You think a woman's going to come and fucking get down with you?
Yes.
There's no satire. The commode, there's no satire to it.
Dude,
You're a foul, nasty man.
Dude, I'm a foul,
You're
nasty
a foul,
man.
nasty man.
I'm a foul, nasty man, and I can get women like a snapping a finger way more than you ever could. And you know it's true. That's why you're always offended.
Okay. Next subject, please.
Oh, now we want to change.
I just don't want to hear. I mean, this shit's fucking ridiculous.
The truth can be painful sometimes.
Well, why don't you show these women when they're on here?
What do you mean?
I mean, you get all these women. Won't you when you're having your stream? Won't you have one of these sexy babes? Like, oh, this is my babe Susan. You won't be doing streams, babe Brenda.
Dirty.
Well,
why are you having?
It is true that if I'm with someone, I probably wouldn't be doing streams. But it's also true
that ain't the point. I said you heard what I said.
I'm answering that. Hold on.
Don't worry. Let's stick to the next script.
I'm getting to that. So to answer your other question, the truth is I have standards that basically make it impossible. Like, no, I'm never going to get a girl.
You don't have no standards. You have standards that are uncomprehendable to a human being.
Exactly. And that is why. So
I think Gadwin is a disgusting human being. He digs you. I'm not sure about this odd Jesse, whatever. I'm not really up with his gig.
I do. So hold on. To going into everyone has autism now, there is research to show that it is drastically skyrocketing, and we don't know why. Whether it's something in the food,
evolutionary change.
People are getting like it's insane.
Which I think there's a lot of false diagnosis of it.
Maybe.
It's just it seems like it's all popular. Like, okay, I want to be autistic, and that makes me. No, it happens all the time. Like
that's true.
Like, that's funny because
I have what's called Asperger's syndrome.
It's not like ADD. The same thing with ADD. So many kids are saying, "Oh, I'm ADD," and so just to get themselves medicated. I don't know about.
So it is true that a lot of people are jumping on a bandwagon, but it's also true that it is jumping. I think that a lot of this is legitimate diagnoses. But some of them are what you're describing.
Well, a lot of them, they're not getting diagnosed. They're self-diagnosing.
That's true.
I got diagnosed by an actual doctor. And so But you have a lot of people that just read shit on the internet and they're like, "Oh, that's me." They wrote WebMD and shit like that.
Yes.
But
for
in the
sure.
actual medical field, like, so a doctor diagnoses you with something. Okay, now you're gonna have to see a specialist, and then they get kickbacks from that specialist or sending the people to them, and this comes this whole money racket where they're just sending people that don't really have things to these specialists, and then down the line, and it's also they can all get kickbacks. It's all capitalism.
They get money from medication too, which is the second part of what you're talking about, and that happens as well. So they are incentivized to give you a diagnosis so they can make money off the kickbacks off of those drugs as well.
Yep. Which a lot of times autism, you don't get there's no medicines involved. Mostly it's like counselors and shit like that. So that way, it's social behavior, learning social behaviors and shit like that.
Well, and sometimes it's the parents that they want to find like a reason, like, okay, well, why is my kid acting up? What's going on here? And so they might try to,
well, it's
push like the narrative on the doctor, saying you need to give me a reason. What's wrong with my kid?
I've kind of noticed this. So nowadays, caffeine is so readily accessible. I was watching my friend. Little boy, he was always acting up. He could never sit still. He was always all over the place. And then I seen him drinking a Monster Energy drink at like 13 years old that his mom was buying him all the time. Anytime she went to the store, he'd drink Monster Energy drinks. And I'm like, well, right there's your problem. It's not that he's ADHD. It's that you're giving him so high doses of caffeine that it's just he's bouncing off the walls. But that's just my personal...
And I know that how so with my daughter, I mean, so like whenever she was 5, I mean, you could tell just because she was getting in trouble all the time. And then and her principal, she was 5, kindergarten, and she was like, she took me aside. I had to have a meeting because I guess her teacher, she just couldn't handle it because she was all over the place and she was just doing this and that. And
kids are energetic.
But she said to me, you need to put your child on medication because she has ADD. And I didn't say anything, but I'm just like, fuck
8 hours and not do nothing. Kids need to be out running around, burning off all that energy. They're very efficient when they're at that age. So any food that they eat, they're super efficient. And nowadays, we're eating way more than we have ever eaten throughout history. Like people nowadays are just complete gluttons.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that.
But I'm saying why they said. Like the kid at age 5 has so much energy, they can run for miles on whatever fuel you give them. Whereas you get older, you get sluggish, you're not as efficient and stuff like that.
But why? Okay, but she was one of those to where the teacher always had to put her, and I don't agree with this, but so they always put her like in the front, like her desk was always like in the front, like near her.
They always put me in the back by myself. I had an IEP.
Well, yeah. So they either do that like in the back, and because I knew a kid, and so they put like a barrier to where he couldn't even see like any of the classroom, and he had to like stay behind, like in the which is like really fucked up. All of that is really fucked up. But
I had a lot of social behavior disorders because I was raised by my grandparents to learn.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. That does not surprise.
Shut up, Patrick. Nobody's talking to you.
No. I mean, I'm being very serious. You still have a lot of problems. I mean, look at you. You're hiding.
Look at what?
You're over there hiding.
I don't have a webcam.
You're talking like you know everything. You don't even have a job. You haven't had a job in years.
I've had many jobs. I worked at a cabinet place.
You're not even fucking. How old are you? You worthless bastard.
Today's my 40th birthday, dickhead. So fuck you.
Your 40th birthday? Ooh, wee.
You're hyper focusing again. Now you're hyper focusing on Godwin.
Oh wait, how do you live?
Around attacking people.
How do you make money at 40 doing nothing?
I just said I work 10-hour days.
You're a bum, and everybody knows it.
I'm fully employed, buddy. I'm part of a union.
You're fully employed.
So if we're going off about,
I'd like to say something.
Go ahead.
Now check out this. I watched this video the other day. It said the reason everybody's all fucked up in America is because when we go to the grocery store and buy fish, chicken, fucking not like whole. When we buy meat, like ground beef and shit, we are designed as humans to eat. We're supposed to go kill a cow or like a,
Design.
and eat that cow, that particular cow. But nowadays, the way the meat's processed, you're getting like 1,000 cows to make one thing of ground beef or
that's
fish
not
sticks.
true
You're
whatsoever.
getting 1,000 different fish to make 1,000 fish sticks.
For one,
and all this shit. And that shit is
we're not designed.
Anyway, whatever.
We're not designed for part one. Secondly, if we were designed, our bodies are primarily, and I know you're going to hate this, but that's the facts. Our bodies are primarily made to handle plant fat food, not
Evolved.
meat. In fact, we didn't evolve for meat. The only reason we can handle meat.
What are you talking about? We weren't dissolved for meat. Then why do we eat meat?
I was about to say that before you interrupted. The only reason.
Did you even know what the fuck I was talking about?
Yes, I do know what you were talking about. The only reason we eat meat is because we learn to cook and use tools, not because our bodies learn to adapt to it.
Shit.
That's a fact.
We ate meat. The only reason we started cooking is because we fucking figured out what fire was.
So then why don't you eat raw meat now then, Patrick?
Because we got fire.
Well, that's Maxine was here. Maxine's on an eating raw kick. She's been eating raw chicken and raw pork. I'm waiting for her to get fucking brainworms.
She's gonna die.
Yeah, she's gonna get salmonella. She said she can taste the salmonella. I'm like, you can't taste bacteria.
Because they was eating fucking what do you mean? They discovered fire.
I wonder if she's trolling.
No, she's listening to this guy from California from the late 80s into the 90s. He's all in one of those diet crazes. So he wrote a book, and she's basing all her evidence off of a single book. And then she's like, "Oh, you're wrong. You don't know nothing because I read this one book." And
so hold on, one
is the liver? That liver king guy eats raw liver all day, every day.
That guy's been found to be a fraud.
Oh, he's a con artist. He was a fraud, as Gadwin's saying. That was all bullshit.
Well, he ate it, but he didn't eat it all day.
Yeah, Gadwin's a motherfucking.
It came out on the internet. They had whole videos.
It's
not even came out and gave a video saying that he was lying to everybody.
It has nothing to do with. I'm not basing everything I said on.
Humans eat raw fucking flesh.
Raw meat consumption carries significant health risks.
I wonder why.
Bacteria and parasites in uncooked flesh can cause serious illness, which is why proper cooking is essential for food safety.
Do you know why we have to do that? Because we are not evolutionarily designed to handle meat.
Cooking actually has deep evolutionary.
Well, how long did a human live back in them days? You dumbass.
Not long. Most people died before they the child mortality rate up until the 1800s was 6 out of 10 kids.
They didn't even fucking talk back in them days.
Yes, they did.
You boneheads.
Oh my God!
They're back there fucking around, smacking each other over the head with bones.
I mean, look at the Black Death. I mean,
dude, yeah, I think you've been watching cartoons too much. That's not how. That's
I
not
don't
how
think
it was.
you're fully understanding what I'm trying to tell you.
I know what you're saying. You're just
language and
like,
my God.
I think that when you're wrong, you'd like to make it as if the people that said you're wrong don't understand what you're saying.
He does that a lot.
Like no one misunderstands.
Gadwin's sitting there in the trailer playing motherfucking Tiddlywink. He don't even know how to play Tiddlywinks. He plays Star Wars or whatever. But anyway, Gadwin always has you guys. He's a weak human. He always gets up here with the rest of you fucking suckers.
Why are you here?
I'm by myself. I'm by myself.
I'm by myself.
No, you're not. You got Trobs.
Trobs
is always on your side. He's always on your side.
No, I'm not.
We disagree on many things.
We disagree all the time.
You never disagree with me, motherfucker.
I never disagree with you. Does he know what he just said?
I don't even think he can comprehend, really. To me, a lot of this comes down to comprehension issues.
Well, there's that, but it's also true that he's under the influence of alcohol, which drastically reduces his comprehension afterward, even further.
When I took my GED test, I got like the comprehension part. I got college equivalent for my comprehension, so that always made me feel happy.
Well, guys,
math is where I fucked up.
I'm the same. I'm like a retard when it comes to math, but everything else I could ace with no issue at all. But math, it's not that I can't, I just am not interested in it. And if I'm not interested in something with ADHD, I can't. I can't make myself be interested in something.
Oh yeah. No, I'm fucking retard whenever it comes to math.
Well,
I fucking suck.
At work, I get in the mindset at work, like I try not to think about anything and I just stay focused on the job. Like
what I do with work, and it's becoming harder because I'm becoming more anti-capitalist. But I guess what I should say is what I've done in the past that makes me excel in the workplace is I don't look at it as work. I do a trick in my brain to turn it into like a game or a competition with myself.
My grandmother's always taught me that since I was young. Make work a game, it'll go by fast. Don't look at the clock too. Like clock watching is always bad.
It's also an ADHD thing. Like that's true of all people, but with ADHD people, it's especially true because we can't do things we don't want to do. And that sounds crazy to normal people or to neurotypical people, but that's basically how it is. Like
it took me years to get into the mode where I can just now, like I just tune in and I just go on almost autopilot, kind of like it's like not yesterday, the day before I was standing next to a cryovac fucking all day long. My half of me was like freezing, half side's frozen, the other side's fine, like doing shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Trobs, if you did what I did, you'd never want to see meat again.
Yeah, Gadwin don't go nowhere in Pennsylvania. I know where Gadwin's from, and he's from Mifflintown, Pennsylvania. He don't go out.
Not from Mifflintown, buddy. Again, you're wrong. Mifflintown's like 30 minutes from me, so I mean, again, you're wrong. You make up shit about people.
Motherfucker.
I've never lived in Mifflin in my life.
Mifflin County.
I don't live in Mifflin County either. Mifflin County's up where Lewistown and State College is.
Motherfucker.
I don't even live anywhere near that.
You're from that area.
I'm like an hour away from State College.
Why does it matter where he lives?
I don't know. He just wants to be
it's going back.
Anyway, I know where you're at. You're from up there with them redneck Pennsylvania hit motherfuckers.
It's going back to the high focus.
You go out there running your dumbass mouth.
Like you. That's all you do.
And
like
them
everything out of your mouth so far tonight's been stupid. Blah, 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 blah. I'm big, bad, fat ass sitting on my recliner. I'm so badass drinking my vodka. Blah, 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 blah.
What do you look like?
I can't see my penis.
What do you look like? You don't have no passport. You don't have a passport.
What's it matter if I do or don't?
What's your face look like? Tell me what I look like. What do you look like? You ain't even got the guts to show your face.
I wish I didn't know what you look like.
All right, guys.
All over the place. Looks. You fucking punk ass jerk.
Oh my God. Shut up.
This will just go on forever.
He must have a tiny dick. That's why he's angry all the time.
Now you talking about my kids. Why are you worried about my dick, motherfucker?
And he's always angry. South Park did an episode about.
Are you worried about your dick?
It's called anger management.
So to be
fair, worried about dicks.
So to be fair, that is one of the most important things. Your dick is probably the most important thing about you. So it's pretty legit to be thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all you worried about my dick or just him?
No, just why you're angry all the time. You're angry at the world because you have a tiny penis and you can't do nothing about it.
I am not angry. This is fun to me. This is
that's why you're getting red in the face.
So?
All right, guys. I've already went past, so I'm going to be shutting down. I'll see you guys next week unless I have a mental breakdown or something.
Oh, you are going mentally ill fucking shit.
Yes, I am. Huh?
Happy fapping.
Happy fapping. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Trobs. See you all later. Bye.
All right, thanks. See y'all.
Angry
See you later,
bastard.
Yeah, man.
Later, man.
See you later.